is Discord doing that? Hello!
Hey.
Hi, everybody! Oh, I lacked so much energy when I popped up there. Alright, I gotta hype myself up. Hi, everybody!
Hype. You got this, baby. You got
this. Yes. Alright.
Bees
Hi,
in your
everybody.
blood.
Welcome to this week's episode of Aldrithe. It is wonderful to see y'all. Happy holidays! I know this is kind of a, difficult day because we're coming off of, like, Christmas time and stuff. I'm not sure if you've heard, but it's a somewhat popular holiday. Christmas, have you ever heard of it?
It's Christmas.
Is that like
Like
Frostborn?
yesterday, I think.
Yeah, it's like Frostmourne.
Is it like Frostmourne?
It's like Frostmourne, but like worse. It's more boring. Anyway, happy Frostmourne, gang. But hi. In reality, happy Boxing Day, and thank you so much for joining us this holiday weekend. It is so good to see y'all. We have a couple things we want to go over before we get things started today. First off, hey, it is your weekly thing about me having technical difficulties. I don't know what my OBS has been up to today. We're gonna see how it goes. It's just a warning. Might have some funky things going on. Also, at the end of last session, a little bit of a reminder that our group did just level up. So you might see some new abilities and stuff from them. I forgot if we had said it on stream or not.
3 spells now.
Yay, Nomos!
Look at me go.
I changed probably 75% of my spells. Whee!
Got another spell slot.
Yeah, so some people have more changes than others, but we're gonna see how those things pop up. But yes, congratulations to the Fated Four for gaining a level at the end of their last battle. After that, this is a little plug, since we haven't done it in a while, for the Aldrithe Wiki. It's been a hot minute since I mentioned it, and I literally used it as my own reference as the DM today, while finishing my prep. There is a lot of really interesting information on there, and if you want to go check out some cool character details, or details in the Pantheon, or whatever, you could probably find some cool stuff there. We want to keep adding to it, of course. We can't just do it on our own, though, so if there's a page that you want to add, pop in and get started. It is collaborative, and we would love to see what you add. That is all on the wiki side of things. Hey, Ewan. Hey, babe. Did you have something you want to talk about?
You know, my darling dearest, I think I would. Hi, friends.
I'm gonna look at the number of viewers.
The visible, just deflation. Hi, friends. It's that time of week again. It is the time of week that I tell you that thank you so much for being here. We absolutely appreciate and adore every single one of you for taking time out of your day to spend it with little old us, and our little underground D&D side of Twitch and the internet. Means the world to us that you guys would spend your time here, and it would mean the world to us if you knew anyone else who you think might enjoy spending time here watching our little stream, anyone who likes Dungeons and Dragons, general TTRPG, or people who aren't even like into that stuff but enjoy things like better queer representation in media and things like that, because that's all our jazz down here. So yeah, thank you again so much for being here, and if you know anyone who you think would get a kick out of us, send them our way. And maybe we can, I don't know how that works, the kind of thing where it's like, hey, if you refer somebody you can get a little thing, but maybe we could set up something like that. Like,
I don't know.
Hear me out. Custom emotes for a friend referral.
How the hell would we enforce that, babe?
I have no idea how to do that.
I don't know. War Thunder does it. I know we aren't a video game company. We are 5 people.
There's a couple things that get in the way of that one.
Run by us.
But I love you dearly. Great idea.
We may not be a video game company. We are a company of people who play video games.
Not on stream. We just do it.
Yeah.
You guys
We've done it all. We played The Sims.
You refer a friend to Aldrithe D&D. I, Floyd, will give you a very tender kiss on the lips, forehead, or cheek, whichever one you prefer.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I was so scared.
You do have to, in fact, though, fly to their location, which we will not disclose.
You have to go to
publicly.
Floyd, and we won't tell you where Floyd is. It's like a scavenger
and we won't pay for your ticket.
Yeah. Just gotta, show up and
smooth it out, baby.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just like, if you happen to see them in public, be like, hey, I referred a friend to Aldrithe D&D.
And then I'll make out with you or something.
This is going to be on the internet forever, and I'm so glad that we're going to be able to come back and look at this, and people can make us face the consequences of our actions.
Either way, I mean, if you
Thank
want,
you.
you can refer a friend to our TikTok. Your friend may have found us on their For You page this week, because 2 of the TikToks that we posted this week kind of blew up. So maybe we saw you this week. Might have been fun.
God,
Maybe you saw us.
no NFTs.
No, don't speak that.
No
Do not speak that into existence. Do not acknowledge it. Do not. No. None of that shit. No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely the fuck not. On that note, do we want to play some Dungeons and Dragons? We've gotten some digressions and distractions out of the way, so. Want to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
I would love to play some Dungeons and Dragons. I unfortunately don't have my
Yes,
actual physical dice with me, because I'm at the wrong house, but I will probably get them at some point during the session. I got this lovely new metal set from Kraken.
Nice.
We're not sponsored. I don't know why I said the name.
Yeah, I don't know why you just dropped the brand.
Yeah.
Not sponsored. Either way. So, last we left off, the group was making their way southward towards the port city of Diara, with the goal in mind to eventually make their way towards the Tantalian Islands, as not only had Armani and Ivory been encountering some interesting dreams at night, the group had... kind of. The group had some interactions with a curator, finally. A proper one named Endov, very pretty, love her dearly. And she sent the group towards the Tantalian Islands in pursuit of the curator that lives there, at least in pursuit of helping them out. Now, this curator isn't just any random individual, as we've discovered, but Armani is having a bit of a time reckoning with that information, and I won't poke at it too much. Instead, Armani and the others have set their gaze on the road and focusing on what they can do in the meantime. And what they found in the meantime was a fight, making their way down the road, halfway as a dragon, halfway as themselves. The group encountered a strange creature of the Shadowfell, creeping its way out from between the trees. It was a long fight that had Psyche unconscious several times, but after a long, grueling back and forth, the creature was finally killed. However, not without some, I suppose I can't necessarily say sacrifice yet, but some uncertainty, as we pick up with the group immediately after the creature died, panting, trying to pat away fire from Psyche's spells, and with Ivory unconscious on the ground. That is where we pick up. What is everybody doing?
I'm sorry, am I on fire?
You were in.
It was the wall of fire.
I was, but then I went inside the meat freezer. That was this thing's chest cavity.
That is fair. No, you're just covered in slop.
Don't like
yay.
that word, Nasty.
You're welcome.
I love
Either
you.
Way, Ivory is
Question
unconscious. Each of you
I'm just taking a
are
little nap. I don't know about you guys.
distributed around the... I mean, you're unconscious. You're gonna make death saves.
Yep.
So unless somebody goes up and does something, I'm going to ask you to make your first
I was
death
about
save.
to go up and do something, so.
Alright, so
Yeah,
Psyche runs up.
Yes. I was gonna cast Spare the Dying, which is just a cantrip, so.
Yeah.
Do I pop back up, or am I just
Spare
stable?
the Dying is just
You're
stable.
stable.
You're just stable.
Yeah, so you can run over, and right before Ivory would have made their first death save, Psyche, you kind of skid to a stop, hands still shaking from some of the close calls that you encountered, managed to just like take a paw in hand and gently stabilize them just so they're no longer bleeding out on the ground. What's the plan? Nomos, Armani?
I'm still inside this thing, and I don't want to be. So I'm gonna make me not inside this thing.
Okay.
So probably a la bushwhacking through like a forest. I like, Psyche like goes to Ivory's side, and then just sees like the tip of Nomos's sword out of this thing, and then just
not the sound
unzips.
effect.
This is what happens when you have another dungeon
Never
master
get
in your
into fully
campaign.
Okay, Matt Mercer.
Yeah.
And Nomos just climbs out of this thing, like, and I'm not having a good time. But does anyone else have means of making Ivory better, or do I need to help out with that too?
I use my stuff on Psyche.
I have more. If
Armani, what are you doing right now?
Armani did run to Ivory's side as soon as shit was okay because, and I like to think they tried to do like their fucking healing thing, and then they're like, fuck, I already did it today and I can't.
Yeah, he already used it.
They're just there like
breathe, darn you! Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing improper CPR on me right now?
Oh no.
Breaking my ribs
Straight
again.
on the neck. Just 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I was
You
just
do that, I'll make
imagining.
them start making death saves again, so be careful.
God fucking damn it.
No, I'm not
Mani
gonna
has
break
never
my
given
wrists, I don't
CPR.
think.
I have something. It'll take a bit, but better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah,
I
no,
also
go for it.
can do it like now, but if it would cost you less, I'm low on juice.
Okay. And I go over and I cast Prayer of Healing, which takes 10 minutes, but I cast it at 3rd level, which means at the end of that you're gonna get 3d8. 3d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So
Is that just for one person, or is
amazing.
that spread amongst groups?
I'm
Prayer of healing is fun.
it is up to 6 creatures, so everybody.
Everybody, get into it.
It's
Alright.
stupid.
Everybody.
That's 5, 1, 2, 3 plus spellcasting ability modifier is 8 plus 2 is 10. Everyone gets 10 hit points. That's definitely
Yeah.
we're giving you.
Listen,
Alright.
Need casting
we
prayer
don't-
healing at 3rd level to give you all 10 hit points.
So
we don't
after
pick and choose.
10 minutes of trying to, with Psyche focusing, meditating, trying to pull, again, using the small scrap of burnt fabric as a stand-in holy symbol, trying to meditate and use it and continue to channel the same energy you'd used in the battle, the rest of you, or at least Armani and Nomos, have the chance to try to settle for the 10 minutes, though I think that doesn't super work for Armani.
No.
And
I think Armani is sorry.
no, go ahead.
I think Armani is being a bit of like fussing a little bit. Like they're like sitting next to Ivory, and they're just kind of like watching them very carefully and like fixing the collar of their shirt every once in a while. Like, okay, I can't do anything, but I'm gonna like just sit here, I guess.
No, this was trying to wipe, like, you ever squeegee the water off yourself when you get out of a shower?
I've
'cause, like,
hated
you don't
every
have enough
metaphor about
towels?
this creature.
That was really bad. That was really bad.
I haven't gotten to DM in a while. It needs to get out somehow.
God. Nomos is over there trying to desperately get some of this just yuck off of his clothing and armor. And
And hair.
then
He's wearing a
after
helmet.
10 minutes, each of you gets 10 hit points, and Ivory, you kind of just like gasp awake, probably coughing a little stuck in your throat. I don't know, what do you
I
think?
feel like it's more like a just like rolls over and just a mouthful of bile just comes.
Oh,
Oh,
no, don't do that.
Come
Just
on.
bleh. And just kind of like lean over coughing.
Weren't you just stabbed? Isn't that what happened to you?
I don't
Didn't you
think
get
I don't
stabbed?
think you need to do that.
I'm just not good.
Just a gross
And
blue guy.
just-
Hairball.
It's a hairball. Yeah, that's what it is.
A entire hair. I don't think I clean myself by. Do I?
Don't
No, I
question
do.
us.
Wait, have we
Us.
discovered this? Have we discussed this?
We-
I don't want to have this conversation.
Us last session. God, I hope that next session starts with an Armani kiss. Ivory comes back. Whoa!
They're gonna go wash out their mouth. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna be real with you, bestie. If Armani wanted to kiss you, they're certainly not gonna do it now.
Exactly. I was trying to save you. I was trying to save you.
We could have made this work, damn it.
Sorry, things are falling. We're good. I just kind of lean over and I'm just. Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna kind of lay back down. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Good to see you back up, friend.
No, not up.
Back with us. Everyone cool to call this camp for now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, I
As
miss my dog.
It was sunset. This was already going to be camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Oh,
just
yeah,
a big
right.
carcass here now. Where is my... can I do that? No, I think I'm fine. I have, basically no spell slots. We're good.
Okay.
I was gonna try to clear out the clearing, but we already had it as a campsite, then it's probably fine.
There was also a giant wall of fire in here. You don't really have to worry about the snow in here right now.
Yeah.
There was?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you
Yeah,
noticed.
there was a giant wall of fire.
Should have fooled me. I only got flung through it.
And then we're too close to it and singeing yourself every 10 seconds.
I'm a tiefling. It's okay.
That was
Yeah.
your decision.
Well, no, you did spawn. You did put it fireside towards me.
Yes, and then you jumped into it twice.
Well,
That
no,
was not
I
me.
tried. I went over it, and then it threw me back through it because I was on top of its head.
Yeah.
The
I will say
siblings
you
are
were having a
bickering and
little
we're
bit
not
of a
even in
Markiplier
character.
moment.
Everyone's hurt a little bit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone is not doing great. I mean, all of you can just pass out and go to sleep without taking a watch if that's what you prefer, but...
I do
Absolutely not.
I do not feel like
Ivory is refusing to take a watch. They are
Nomos.
going the fuck to sleep.
I am
Um,
refusing to sleep and instead taking a watch, so
I'm not actually in that terrible shape. I was able to patch myself up about halfway through that. If friends who are a little worse for wear want to rest first, you can do so. That is in character way of saying if folks want to sleep a few hours, you can count that as can you count that as a short rest?
Yeah.
Get a little bit of health back, and then take your watch, and then go back and count the rest of that as a long rest.
Yeah.
Great.
That is a lot of math that I don't want to do.
I think we can
It's
count it
how
as a
watches
long
work.
rest because we're going to take a long rest.
yeah.
This is
You can
a
still
well,
encounter
no,
something in
because
the night.
that is the thing. If we encounter something in the night, I want us to have healed a little bit, because this would not be the first time that we had giant boss fight and then fight people immediately after. But I've learned.
That is true. That is very true.
I had so much phlegm. Just a second.
So,
I drank water.
so Psyche's taking first watch. Psyche,
Is Psyche?
Psyche claimed first watch.
Mm-hmm.
Nomos
are
can
you-
take second.
So you're gonna take second. Armani, are you gonna take third?
Yeah, I'll take third.
Armani and Ivory usually take watch together. Is Ivory going to sleep through the night or wake up for third?
I'm fucking going to sleep.
Sleepy kitty.
Yeah,
Okay.
sleepy baby time.
No,
You know what's
Ivermon.
really
Only
exhausting?
sleep.
You know what's really
Ivermon.
exhausting? Dying.
Dying is
Just
really tiring.
sleeping and also
Wow.
throwing up.
You wonder
Meanwhile, Psyche, who
You-
went down
it
twice.
feels bad and distressful. Did you not like that?
Yeah, I didn't like it at all, actually.
Is that
Yeah.
Ivory's first time going down?
I think so.
Ooh.
Or second. It might be second.
I think it's second, but it hasn't happened a lot of times.
Yeah. They're not used to dying like the rest of you.
I don't think Armani's gone down very much either.
Nomos downed Armani.
Nomos has.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. I know that everyone has at least once. I'm not... I think Psyche has the most.
Psyche has the most.
Yeah.
Psyche does
I'm a
not have a lot
squishy
of
little
health.
guy.
You are a
I'm
squishy little
you.
guy.
I'm
a
a
lot of
mid
health.
laner.
You also like to
Well-
go in. You like to enter melee range.
Yeah,
for
usually
inflict
you
wounds.
like to get into melee range as a low health caster.
Yeah, it's a choice I make.
Either way, you begin to settle down for different watches. Psyche, if you're first watch, then you can go ahead and roll your perception check. Is there anything you'd like to do during your watch while I try and make the music bot go? Oh, there it goes.
Yes. There are actually two little things that I want to do. I know that's a couple and more than one. But I wanted to really quickly pull out my shitty little piece of fabric and pray.
Okay.
Thank you. This was my first time fighting in a really long time. I don't know if I really expected all of that, and I sort of like look around at the scorched earth all around me and sort of put a hand down to my like fucked up little shirt, which has had like a full bite taken out of it. Just sort of sigh, like, thank you for listening. Once we get where we're going, I'm getting a proper holy symbol. I just wanted to thank you. That's it.
Glad it did well by you.
And just sort of fidget with it for another minute. And then I put that down and sort of look down at the shirt that I'm wearing, because boy, did I change into Journey shirt right before a combat where I was down.
It's
twice.
distressed.
Yeah,
It's
that's one way of
distressed.
putting it.
It's
You look down at your
distressed
shirt.
Like them.
You look down
It's a
at your
distressed
shirt.
crop.
And a distressed crop is one way to put it, considering it is now cropped by, or at least half cropped, as the literal bite that you had to deal with tore off about half of the bottom of the shirt. There's soot all over it. It's singed around the edges. And what you thought was just a little bit of a tear, you kind of tug at a thread slightly to try and like just pull it off, and it just unravels this whole little area. There's like another kind of gash down the side of it. You could call it distressed if you really wanted to live in denial about it.
Yeah.
You know, denial isn't a river in Aldrithe.
No, it's something much more potent and frequent. I don't have to travel to see denial. But after a bit of like fidgeting with the shirt, I think eventually that loose thread, I like pull it up to my mouth and just bite it off.
Yeah.
Probably taste some of my own blood along the way. And
Yeah, no,
just
it's
spit
not
that out.
pleasant.
No.
Ash and copper.
I just kind of sigh and pull out my phone. Hey, are you up?
Yeah, it's barely sunset. Yeah, what's up?
We were...
You okay?
I think I've ruined your shirt.
You definitely don't sound okay. A shirt's a shirt. Are you good?
I think so. Or I will be, I guess. We got in a fight. It was pretty bad. We're all alive.
Look, that's what matters, dude.
Ivory went down. I also I went down a couple times. We won.
It still doesn't sound like you're okay. It sounds like you survived. It doesn't sound like you're okay.
I guess not. I wanted to make sure I got to talk to you again.
Hey.
I didn't want to lose you this quickly. But we made it out.
You did. And that's good because I would have killed you if you died. Seriously, we get together properly and you take 2 steps out of the city and immediately turn around and die, I would just have to kill you for it.
Yeah.
I would bring you back just to kill you again, and then I would bring you back again, because that's not fair, but still.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would find a cleric in the city that I would just become the absolute bane of their existence.
Hey, to be fair, most of your local clerics are Elnets anyway, so you can.
And also, I think you're already the bane of the existence of one of the most prominent clerics in town, huh?
Yeah, he made it out of jail yet?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to him.
That's fair.
Hey, does that count as a meet cute?
Maybe. But yeah, we're on our way to Diara. We'll be there in a few days. I promised you updates, right?
Yeah. Look, I'm just glad you're alright.
I think I can fix it in the morning.
Fix what?
I hope. The shirt.
Oh, don't worry about the stupid shirt. I'll just send another one.
Yeah. I mean, also, I do need a shirt. I ruined my other shirt this morning. Not in a fight.
Are you literally out of shirts?
It was burned off of my body.
Okay, I'm gonna be a good girlfriend, and I'm not gonna say the first thing that come to my head, and I'm just gonna go, I'll send you a new shirt when I can. And good luck with the shirts that you have.
I mean, I'd love to hear what that first thing was, but thank you. I'll figure out where we're staying in Diara.
I can be mature.
Really?
Yes. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go sleep this off. But yeah. I miss you.
I miss you too.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm glad you're still here.
Too. Okay. Night, Canary.
Good night.
I put the rock down. I just kind of stare at the sky for the rest of my watch, as well as like around the campfire to make sure that we don't get our asses kicked.
The Absoluses are so good at just rushing into relationships. It's it's their specialty.
Something in the three things run in the Absolus family: rushing into relationships, having unnatural relationships with gods, and ass.
Having good and big ones.
Well, the Absol Lass aside, did you make your perception check for this watch?
I did, and then I forgot what it was.
Let's make a perception check for this watch.
That's nice. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Good. Hold on. I forgot that I don't have my dice yet.
Hey, could Nomos have... when was your call? At what point in your watch was your call? Was it the beginning or the end?
Middle. Sorry.
Damn it.
Whatever you had? No.
Fuck your interaction.
I mean, I can do it at the end.
It's alright.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
It's alright. I went ahead and rolled my dice. That's alright. Then you attempt to focus on the things around you, and honestly, to your credit, you're doing surprisingly well for someone who fell unconscious, 3 times during that battle? You're doing pretty good at fighting off the onslaught of unconsciousness as you go here.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of quietly focus on the sounds of the forest around you and the distant tweeting of the one last bird that seems to be singing its song after the sun sets. You wonder what it's singing for. You know it's not, but you like to think it might be a canary. But your watch passes without incident. Next is Nomos.
Did you have to make me, cry like that?
Yes.
Yes, this is Aldrithe D&D.
Nomos, is
Okay.
there anything you want to do during your watch? Other than just your
I also have a call to make.
Mhm.
We don't have to go through it, because we just had one.
Is it one that you want to go through, or is it just the normal call?
Well, it is going to be I try to keep you updated on how I'm doing. I'm going to preface this by saying I am not dead. No one is dead. And
Incredibly
we are
reassuring
maybe
way to
not
start a
well,
conversation. Thank you.
but getting better. Hi, darling.
Hi. I also usually start with hello.
Probably should have done that. We're okay. Don't go. Hey, if you ever do travel anytime soon, and you see what seem to be moving, living shadows from hopping betwixt the trees, do not attempt to illuminate them. They will turn into a roughly house-sized undead being of pure necrotic energy. Do not do that,
Hey, babe.
please.
Just a note. Typically, when I see, well, if I see moving shadows, I feel like the move would be to run. I
mean,
feel
it was
like
on. We were going to make camp there.
all I'm
and-
saying is that I think for pretty much everybody other than your group, it's gonna be a pretty safe bet that they'd run. What I'm saying is I will keep that in mind. Are you okay?
You have a better head on your shoulders than I do.
Really? Okay. I've done some stuff.
Actually, I don't mean.
Wow, you didn't need to agree.
I'm not agreeing.
You did not need to agree.
We are.
Journey, he just agreed with me when I said
No,
I didn't have a head on my shoulders.
no, Nomos screams at Psyche. Call your partner and tell him I didn't do that.
What? It's like he was just barely asleep. Huh?
Call your partner and tell them that I didn't just call Twister stupid.
Okay. What? I just sort of frantically try and call Journey. I am half awake.
Go the fuck back to sleep.
Okay, thank you. Go to bed. Sorry. You aren't. You have a. We may not have great heads on our shoulders.
Okay, so it's a we thing now. All right.
You have a great heart.
I'm making fun of you. Keep going.
But you have a great heart, and
Aww.
of far greater value to me, at least. I'm
Either
still
way.
working on dusting mine, but
Either way, you
hopefully
okay?
it shapes up. I'm okay. I tend to be okay in these sorts of things. I can tell you about it if you'd like. I know I used to give you stories of my adventures. I don't know if you enjoyed them, but
Yeah, of course. Hey, look, I got time. Sit down.
sure.
I mean, I don't know if you're sitting or not.
I'm standing so my legs don't lock up.
Either
But
way,
I'm doing squats.
We can. What? Okay. We can gather around the metaphorical campfire, and I will listen to your tales of adventure, like old times.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I fought a giant fucking thing. We kind of got
You give
our
them the
asses
rundown.
whooped a little bit. I get tossed through a wall of fire. I cleave through the back of this thing and then cleave out the front of this thing. And I think he does use just as unfortunate language as I do. Much to Twister's enjoyment or dismay. I am not sure.
It's both. You get the vibe. Like they find it very
Great.
entertaining, but also a little distressing. And I'm not sure they know what's going on with those emotions either.
And yeah, that's pretty much that call. I don't think Nomos notices how Nomos's charisma stat doesn't come out a lot other than intimidation. I think he does realize that maybe he is just okay at telling stories.
Well, either
Maybe
way,
better than
Twister
I
seems a little enthralled by the story, regardless of how great he is at telling it. However, we'll see how enthralled.
He could be good at telling stories around a campfire one day.
Yeah. Still, we'll see how enthralled Nomos is by his own story with his perception check.
I can do that. And I do that with advantage.
Yes, you do, because of your
thanks
shield.
to the Sentinel Shield. Thank goodness. Because I only have a +1 to wisdom. Thank Christ. That first one is a 19 + 1, and the other, just a friend of mine back from school. You don't know him. He doesn't go here. That first one's a 19, and the other one's a 9. So that's 19 + 1, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Damn. Both the siblings are going great. You are very good at balancing your somewhat mediocre storytelling skills.
Hey! I'm trying to have him grow character-wise. He has a 16 in charisma.
His very good storytelling skills
In quotes.
on with the duty of keeping watch. And as far as you can tell, the rest of your watch passes without incident. And
Thank you for humoring.
as far as you can tell, your partner enjoyed your story very much.
Insight check.
Next watch is Armani. Is there anything you'd like to do on your watch?
Besides yearn, not really, no.
You're peeing on watch?
What?
Urine.
Jesus.
Yearn, Ewan. Yearn.
Like,
Y-E-A-R-N, yearn.
You have no room to talk, Ewan.
I said I think I'm funny.
Oh god.
okay. No, I'm not gonna piss on watch. Armani doesn't piss. That's actually one of the deals they made. They
Oh,
don't
cool.
piss.
Also good to know. No cold feet, does not need to piss.
What happens to what does Monty's liver look like?
Here's my thing. If you just keep making
They don't have one. That's what Armani gave up to not be able to piss anymore. Was they gave her the liver.
look, the more haha funny
Monty's
deals you
liver,
make, the more I can say that you gave away. So
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Monty's liver is a veritable wonder. It makes it so that you expel all waste through your sweat.
fantastic.
Yes.
Either way, you settle down, and after a few minutes of really starting to get into the mood of yearning, you find yourself not being able to focus as much just because there is a devil sitting on the ground across from you.
Yeah.
You
Hey.
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just tired.
You took a couple hits.
Yeah. Yeah. So Armani at this point has had a long rest, right? Because I'm on last watch.
Yes.
Okay, so I have just for Armani has 1 point of exhaustion still though, so they're back. To...
The magical rage exhaustion does clear both levels after a long rest. We agreed upon that.
Does it? Oh, I thought it was one. Oh, never
That
mind.
is how normal levels of exhaustion work, but the magical rage levels of exhaustion that we built, because of your panic mechanic,
Yes.
those both go away.
Perfect. My cat is throwing a fucking tantrum.
I
I'm
can
so
hear.
sorry. If you hear me laughing.
No, we can
In the
hear.
background.
Fantastic. Everyone's like,
Kind of dark.
He really wants to go run around outside. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm fine. Just tired and.
Commit to the character, Floyd. You can do it. Oh my god. I'll continue.
Ivory
narrating
mumbles
the
in
dark-
their sleep from across the campsite.
I will
Fantastic.
just hold you. I will just hold you, or not. Fuck
Dark
you.
kind of
Okay.
focuses on like you took a bit of a hit and there's still kind of a bruise kind of blooming up the side of your face, and you see Dark very kind of guardian like kind of reach up gently to like the side of your face to kind of check and look at it and make sure it's okay. After in this surprisingly kind of gentle gesture. After a moment, he kind of just looks down at his hand and then ruffles your hair and then steps back. Looks like sleeping it off made it a bit better.
Yeah, it did. I'm just worried, you know. And everyone else took a lot of hits, and yeah, I just keep thinking about what would have happened if things had gone a bit sideways. If I hadn't, if I'd missed a few hits, or if I had not caught that health potion that was thrown at me,
Hey.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hey, it's not fine. It's okay to be fucked up about it. You had a couple close calls there. But look, you made it through. You made it through damn well. And I'm not letting you die, okay? You're gonna stay safe. I will keep you safe. You were real strong out there, Monty, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And in this kind of moment of silence, they also reach forward and ruffle their hair just because.
Come on,
To annoy you.
I'm the one that Dark kind of gets up, with his tail flicking in annoyance behind him, adjusts his tube top, and it's kind of, I'll leave you alone. Go back to daydreaming about Ivory.
That's not what I was doing.
Yeah? What were you doing?
No.
Quickly.
I was reflecting on the battle today. and
Reflecting
thinking
on
about.
Ivory in the battle? Do you think they looked pretty while they cast those spells, Monty?
I was. Well, no.
I'm
but
convinced you nearly
like,
took a
we're
hit
not-
once because you were staring at them.
I don't think that happened. I think you're making that up.
Yeah? Can you prove it?
Yeah. No, but also just fuck off.
Ah, young love. So sweet. So pure. Dark kind of wanders off at that point and just kind of dissolves into being incorporeal and leaves you to it.
How
Make a
many
perception
flip-flops
check.
are we gonna have back and forth?
You think either of those
quite
two
a
have
few.
maturity when it comes to each other? What's your
Absolutely
perception
not.
check?
It's an 8.
8!
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm rolling real quick. Ivory must have looked very pretty in that battle. You get a little bit lost in thought, don't you? I mean, you just...
And you wake up
I
and the
think it's
corpse
less
is
that.
gone.
I think it's less that and more. Wow, Ivory could have fucking
that
died
too.
today.
Yeah, no. Like
Like that.
there's the moment of, ooh, your mind drifts to like, ooh, it looks cool, and they cast that spell. And then as you're thinking back to the image of them casting that spell, immediately afterwards you get the image of what happened immediately after. And it's hard to stay caught up in the glitz and glamour of that, the magic, the talent, when immediately afterwards all you can think about is just how they hit the ground. You weren't sure if they were breathing when they hit the ground. You weren't sure what you would have done if it was any different. And you find yourself caught up in that, trying to yearn in the happy way and always coming back to the way that they looked laying there. And you find yourself, your mind wandering away from the sounds around you, the ambience of the forest and the paths nearby. Only the crackle of the fire and the clashing of metal in your memory. It's a good thing that nothing happened during the night as far as you can tell, because by the time you seem to zone back in, the sun is rising. And you realize you really wouldn't have known either way if something had happened. Everyone wakes up in the morning.
Yay!
And the
Woo.
corpse is gone.
No, the corpse is still there. Well, here's the thing. Yes, it is, but not suddenly. Throughout all of your watches, each of you would have just kind of seen it kind of deflate and dissolve.
Dissipate.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, like,
Is
it's
there
gone,
any
but not
kind of,
suddenly.
like, is there any kind of, like, remains we can scavenge?
Nope. It just seemed to melt slowly into shadow.
Sometimes when we kill big
It is, in
creatures,
fact,
we can,
just a
like,
shadow
fall
creature.
pieces. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll into consciousness, kind of take a look around.
Each of you, I know that we played the one shot over the break, and you may have reset your hit points. However, your hit point maximums
our hit points don't reset.
are still, shit.
Mine
Yes.
actually is only decreased by 7.
That's so nice for you.
Um,
Mine's decreased by 14.
Yeah, those that had your hit point maximum decreased, that is still decreased.
You and my hit point maximum is
sexy.
34.
Cool.
Wow,
It's
you are
unfortunate.
so squishy. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Either
I
way.
just thought you
Okay,
would know.
Ooh. I think I can do something. I'm going to try. This could potentially be something I can fix with lesser restoration.
Okay.
Could I fandangle Nomos's knowledge of healing magic and figure out whether or not this would be something that I would need to fix with lesser restoration or remove curse?
You can either make a religion or a medicine check.
Can I help? Is that a thing I could help
if
with?
Nomos is talking about it instead of just thinking
Yeah,
about
Nomos
it.
like Yeah, Nomos notices some of his wounds haven't like gotten all better, and probably notices the same for everyone else. Just, I don't know if I could really help this, but this seems like more of a long-term issue. I could try some lesser restoration if that might get us back on our feet.
Would it work?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. And then you can help me, bro.
And then I can help
Religion,
you.
or a religion or a medicine check. Your choice.
I have a +4 to religion.
Yes.
Actually, okay, I think I have more than that.
Then since Psyche is going back and forth with you
my
about
proficiency
this.
bonuses have increased.
Nice. Then since Psyche's going back and forth with you, you can roll you can make your roll with advantage.
Thank you. Sorry, I'll change those later. That's a +5 to that check. So that's an 18 + 5, 23.
23. This was between lesser restoration or remove curse.
Yes.
Let me check the parameters of lesser restoration real quick. Lesser restoration would probably would almost definitely work. Remove curse would probably work. You're not sure.
I would prefer lesser restoration anyways.
Nice.
So lucky me. I think I have enough spell slots for that. Gather around, everyone. Who's up
Warm
first?
up?
Yes, my hands are
I'm
cold.
fine.
Oh, you didn't get hit with poison?
No.
Oh, all right. Lucky you.
I don't know if you remember, but for the majority of it, I was just kind of like up in the air.
I think when you got downed, I think I was inside of it, and I didn't really see what happened to you.
I'm good.
All right. Good to hear. Mani, how about you?
Could use some help, yeah.
Great. May I have your hand?
Aww.
You
brewing
give
it.
me your hand like this, and I was like, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna take it like this.
Here's my question. Here's my question. Armani, you were raised in an environment where out of everyone, you would be most likely that when someone says, "Can I have your hand?" to extend it like this.
Yeah, I think
My
that's
grandma
absolutely
does
what
that.
Armani does. They go.
Yeah,
And
like
then Ivory just
and
kind of
it grabs your like forearm, and Nomos casts lesser restoration.
Okay.
On you, and then on Psyche, and then on himself.
Cool. Then for each of you, you can get your original maximum hit point value back.
Good, because it was
Great.
only
I don't remember
48
what
to
mine
begin
was.
with.
You forgot?
If you
I'm
forgot,
at
we
62
can.
now. Do you remember how much you took away from me, Barry?
No, but we did out loud talk about them at the end of last session, so we can probably check on that at some point.
Find it from there. I believe.
I'm gonna put it in chat actually, in like the group that we have. Hold on, let me.
Pre-level up, I believe you were at 81 hit points. I believe pre-level
I
up,
want
that
to
was
say
your
81
maximum.
sounds right.
81 was your pre-level up maximum.
Can't you just
You have leveled
recalculate
up
it
since then.
with how much you would have leveled?
You can recalculate it, but that could wildly give you a different answer.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna put 81
I
because
could,
that seems
like,
right.
That
And if
seems
it's not,
right.
If
then
you
I'll check it.
recalculated. Well,
Your
here's the thing.
original
No, 'cause I know it's more than-
was 71.
Oh, was it 70?
Really?
Okay.
I scrolled up in chat.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Oh, and then
Thank
yeah,
you.
we leveled up. That is why Nomos is higher. Yeah, because I remember Mani had more than Nomos.
All right.
So do I? Sorry, I need to add those hit points.
How about we
'cause
calculate
I've-
that during break?
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Just roll a
and-
d12.
Yeah, we'll do that during break and figure that out later.
Yes.
But yeah, all right. Other than that, we have a few days left on the road. Are we continuing with the dragon approach?
Unless we have anything else.
I think so.
Okay, then.
I'd like to try and cast mending on this shirt.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Is there a hole more than 1 foot in the shirt?
no.
Okay, then I fixed it.
Congrats.
Well, you can mend pieces that are separated. You cannot replace things that are gone.
No. So I do my best. How's it looking, Chief?
You might just want to crop it.
Yeah.
Like, you
I
can
think
take
I just
some
kind of-
scraps and, like, at least
Yeah.
cover some of the holes. There used to be, like, a graphic on it. It's now a little bit warped.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and remember what was written on the shirt so that I can try and make it say something funny.
It was Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
But you kind of try to patchwork it back together and end up just kind of cropping it because the bite out of the bottom is just kind of inescapable.
Yeah.
It can't be helped. However, you can carefully piece back together the rest of it, and it looks passable. It's a fashion statement, but it looks passable.
There's probably still blood in it. I don't think mending fixes that.
No, it does
but-
not. But, you know,
A laundry can.
yeah.
Laundry
Maybe the next
can.
time you find, like, a river or a creek, you'll find something. You know,
That
a
isn't
particularly
frozen.
ambitious puddle. You can try and
Adorable.
rinse it out a little bit. However, you still have a few days of travel left, and I'm going to start doing some rolls, but I need you to make some rolls as well if you are doing the dragon approach. If you could
Yes.
please.
I technically did roll them last time. Do you want me to do the same ones? Because
Oh, that's right.
I
Yes,
had some.
yes, you did. And I don't think you had any wild magic surges left after that point.
no, I did. I
You
had
did? Oh, okay.
the second one.
There was
Total.
another one?
Yeah, so the first time it was day like 8.
Oh, that's right. I'm getting it
Something.
confused with the one you had in
4.
combat. That's fine. Then
Yeah.
why don't you
Just
roll
one.
me your D100 real quick?
Okay. It would be a little interesting if out of 14 I had 0. So,
Crossing fingers for 57.
fuck you. That is a 95.
95.
57 is old manification beam
Why do you keep
or
doing this?
babyfication beam.
Ewan.
Also, I don't
Me?
use that
You
chart.
want the Afsala siblings to switch ages so bad.
I also
No.
Ewan, I don't
just
use
think
that
old
chart.
man Ivory's silly. Oh, right. Yeah, I use a different one.
And
If you
speaking of
keep
the other
rolling
chart,
95s,
and speaking
do
of
you
the
want
chart,
to use a different
chart,
one?
it's you and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to poison damage for 1 minute.
Oh, no.
Oh no, we're in the air being poisoned.
Oh god, we're being poisoned. Oh no.
Either way,
I think I just feel like whatever happens
all of
rush
you kind
over
of
me,
feel
and I
a
just
little
kind of
bit like
shake
shit
it off.
for a minute. You guys feel like shit for a minute and then keep flying.
Like,
Yeah,
Ivory, what did you put in the oatmeal this morning?
literally the same thing as always. That was definitely magic. It's
Oh, okay.
sorry.
At least it's not what happened last time with you catching things on fire. Either way,
I think
Yeah.
respectfully, if you
Yeah.
had burned this shirt off of my body, I would have lost it. I would have gone full
PvP
Joker art.
enabled zone.
Yeah, when I was asleep in my long rest there, I had a really wild, interesting nightmare about this character of a wizard.
Oh
And
yeah.
also in my dream I cast Fireball, and that really sucked.
And then, what else did you do in your dream?
Should we give
Nothing
context?
else.
no, we should not.
Oh, I was referring not to the concept of the one shot, but to you and Armani.
Oh yeah, no, and then me and Armani made out in my dreams.
And I died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nomos died. Armani and Ivory.
I got-
made
I got
out.
D's
Nomos
nuts
died
big.
to a power word D's nuts.
And for some reason,
what
Nomos is
happens in
really in love
Aldrithe After
with
Dark
dark.
stays in Aldrithe After Dark.
Yeah, sorry.
We don't
Yeah,
talk
no,
about Fight Club.
just fucking.
First rule about Aldrithe After Dark is that we
We
don't
don't talk
about
about Aldrithe After Dark.
Second rule about Aldrithe After Dark is we don't talk about Aldrithe After Dark. I've never seen Fight Club.
I've also never seen Fight Club.
Regardless of your Fight Club status.
Favorite movie. Oh, sorry.
Regardless of your Fight Club status, you have a couple more days of travel. Is there anything else you guys want to do during those days of travel, or do you want to go ahead and make your way all the way to Diara?
Can I ask Nomos to divine sense something for me?
Yeah.
Hey Nomos, Psyche comes up to you on one of your watches and just says, "Hey, can you look at something for me?"
Sure.
I don't know. Promise not to be weird.
That's a great thing to tell your brother before you show him something.
Yeah, I know.
Sure. What?
Yeah, could you see if there's anything, like, in this still? I don't know. And I pull out the knife and I hand it over. Can I physically hand it over?
That's a good question.
I was going to say, am I able to take it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
you're able to
again.
take
Oh
it.
shit. Oh fuck.
You're able to take it.
Great. Hey, how does it feel in my fucking hands?
Heavy.
Cold.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, I cast Divine Sense. My eyes glow with a familiar luster.
I really thought you said lust for a second.
Divine sense is
No.
just sensing the presence
Oh,
of
what a knife.
fiends,
Yeah, I can test. I
aberrations,
can
that kind of thing, right?
sense fiends, celestials, and undead.
It's a knife.
Feels bad though.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, Nomos?
Yeah, I sure can.
Can I, like,
Thank
give
God
my
I'm good
advice
at
on
those.
that? Because
No.
I also am, like, incredibly worried.
You don't know that he's making it.
Thank goodness I have advantage. Not advantage. I have proficiency in these.
Please be okay.
Thank fuck. I've been getting good rolls tonight. And none of them are fake because they're all in our rolling chat.
Okay.
That is a 19 plus 5, 24.
24. Okay.
Can I feel something happened?
No.
Great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Nomos just kind of turns it over in his hand a couple of times. I mean, I don't sense anything actively lingering, though it doesn't feel good. Why do you keep it?
I don't know.
Can you get rid of it?
I don't know.
Have you tried? I won't force your hand, but I understand the importance of having a reminder of things, but sometimes I have to wonder whether or not a reminder does more harm than good. For
Okay.
you, I mean.
Thanks.
Be careful.
I will.
I trust
The next time we leave a place, can I try and bury the knife on my watch?
Just like after a watch of some kind?
Yeah.
Just in the woods?
Yeah. Just somewhere where I think no one will find it.
So away from camp?
Away from camp.
You go into the woods alone?
Yes, I was.
Or do you tell someone?
Yes, my plan was to share watch with Nomos and tell him I'm doing it.
Okay. Then I will
That's
wait
an
in
important
camp
thing to
while you
specify.
go and
Like,
do it.
if I don't come back in like 20 minutes,
Come with everyone.
assume the worst.
Gotcha.
God.
Smart.
So you
Look
go
at-
into the
Upsalis
forest
is
alone
making plans.
with
Mhm.
the dagger, and you go to attempt to bury it?
Yep.
Okay. Which watch do you think this is?
Second.
I was gonna say last.
Last,
really
okay.
good.
Morning.
Actually, yeah, because then you can leave,
Yeah.
make sure that nothing happens.
You know what else is good about Last Watch? Everyone having their magic back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You disappear into the now becoming more and more sparsely forested area around your camp. As time goes on, the forest becomes less dense, the land becomes flatter in nearly a consistent downward slope. Very slight, but still there. And you disappear, trudging through snow that's beginning to melt. More like slush that drags your feet as you walk through the forest. And you find a piece of near frozen ground. And you begin to dig. What do you dig with? Just your hands?
Yeah.
Oh, bestie.
The ground is frozen.
What is
Use the knife, bestie.
No, I'm gonna
would work.
What are you gonna do? Break its
Can
edge?
I use
It's-
burning hands to try and melt the ice and then also maybe like loosen up the soil a little
Yeah,
bit?
sure, I'll say you
to,
can do
like,
that.
The shit out of it.
I'll say you can work.
Soil
that'll work.
science major. Burning soil does shit to it.
Well, it'll make it hotter.
No, does shit to it.
Does shit to it?
Yeah, no, you can definitely tell when
What?
soil's burned. Such as destroying its organic structure. The thing that keeps soil together, depending on where you are and how deep you're going, is organic material, root exudates, and things like that. Those things combust.
Well, then it'll be easier to dig through.
I love it when my major comes in handy.
I'll say yes, you can use burning hands to loosen the soil and melt the ice and begin to try and just dig as to at least somewhat more secure soil with your bare hands, getting under your nails. But the unpleasantness of the cool soil underneath your nails is nothing in comparison to the way that the hairs stand up on the back of your neck. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me? No.
I'm so sorry that Nomos took all the good rolls this game, gang.
Oh no.
I don't think a 9 is going to be particularly good. I rolled a 3. My mod is a 6, but that only does so much.
Oh, God.
Okay. Psyche comes out of the woods about 5 minutes later.
Did I
You
bury the
return to
knife?
camp.
Did I bury the knife?
You don't remember,
Fuck.
but you don't feel any
Nomos-
need to find out. You think you
Nomos
did.
looks at you.
No, you think you did.
Okay. Nomos looks at you and says, "Success?"
Do I have to roll deception on that? I believe I did it.
You believe you did, so no. There's dirt under your fingernails that certainly seems to suggest it.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. I'm so glad I got rid of that fucked up little knife.
Nomos does
Us
smile.
too, bestie. Yeah.
Yeah, Nomos does smile and puts his hand on your shoulder, just like, I don't know how difficult it was, but I know it couldn't have been easy. And the strings that gods pull are often taut and unknowable. But proud of you.
You say that again. When I
Trust
get to
me,
Diara and get an actual holy symbol and I hold up my shitty little cloth, I'm like, did I tell you about this?
It seems up her alley.
It works. For now, but, you know. Anyway.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
After all this, after not just Evermeet, but, you know, whatever happens with the conduits, whenever our grand adventure is over, you still going to keep yourself devoted and going to... What is the future for Psyche of Solace?
I think so. I don't know. I'm just sort of... You good?
Someone in the
Sorry,
woods
this is-
drops a pile of books.
someone drops a
knife in the
paper
woods.
grocery
The
bag.
knight in the woods has a dance party in the ground.
But sorry, the answer was yes.
Psyche just sort of sits down on like some log or something. Like, yeah, when I first set out on this mission, I mean, I don't know if I thought I was going to survive it. I don't think I really cared. I was a vessel. I was a pawn. And I knew that whatever was waiting at the end of all this was going to be exactly what I deserved. Maybe I still believe that. I'm not sure, though. That got really dark really quick.
It
You?
tends to be a thing betwixt us. Honestly, different background, quite similar. You and I were both pawns in two different games, I think. And I think
I make sort of a little bit of a face at "were."
You know, it's just... I think it's dumb luck that we ended up on the same chessboard. But I'm glad that you found something that you want to stick with. Something that, you know, I hope redefines what you mean by deserve, or at least value.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you. I spoke with Elnet fairly recently.
Oh.
Back in... Well, spoke is a generous term. You know how she is.
Yes.
But once we're done, once we finish our mission, and once I don't know if everyone's going to tag along for this, but once I do my best to figure out what is holding Elnet and or free her, I think I'm done. I don't want to big grand ending. I think I did use I used to. I was searching for... Well, I had something to die for, and that was easy. You keep at it until one day you don't have to anymore because you don't really have the option. But
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think what I've realized I deserve is, call me crazy, to be happy. And I think that means living for me, and not as a person living in the service of something other than myself. And that is no bashing to you. It is simply, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I've only been at this for a few months, and I am tired.
Yeah.
Because I finally know what resting feels like.
That sounds nice.
It is.
Okay. I'm just sort of like punch you a little bit and then turn around
Get
to
some sleep.
finish the rest of my watch.
Oh wait, no, it's morning. Never mind. Okay. We don't really have a cot to set up. I guess we just sit here.
And the two of you do just sit there. Psyche kind of flicking the dirt out from underneath your fingernails. And is there any other little thing we want to do on the way?
I mean, are we... I don't want to burn up time. I did want to have a... I don't know. Nomos is contemplative after leaving Targrave last time, and I did want to at some point have the, hey, what are you doing after this conversation? But we don't have to do that to this session. I think I can get to that in, like... we'll have a lot of boat travel time. We did the math.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of boat.
We're going to have a lot of boat travel time. So, Ivory, Mani, get ready for Nomos you up sending stone messages.
Great.
So.
I think just traveling. This is just me being dumb and silly. Now that I am level 8, I can turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I just need everyone to know that.
You're level 9.
Level 9.
Well, I didn't know that I could turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex at level 8. I can.
Fantastic.
Oh, God, I love polymorphs so fucking much.
I can also be a fire giant
Ivory-
or a cloud giant.
I think
now.
Ivy should be a T-Rex the rest of this trip, to be honest.
That would
That's
make
just-
things a little bit difficult travel-wise, but, like, sure, if you want.
We'd be a good bit slower. T-Rex's top speed was
Hey, sure, take a long
nice...
time. It means I get to roll more dice.
No.
Okay, but
More things can go wrong.
T-Rex cool.
Hear me out. Haha, dinosaur.
Haha,
Cat
dinosaur.
dinosaur.
Well, if no one has anything else they want to do on the way, as you notice the continuing slope of the what's the word I'm looking for? The word for
Decline?
change in slope. No. Or the word for the slope of a
Altitude?
Yes, as you start to notice your changes in altitude, and the change of the kind of angle of the ground. My words have escaped me today. Slowly, the horizon changes from just what is becoming sparsely forested land to the deep blue sea. Brief change there. And each of you notices, as you continue to fly through the sky, as the clouds part, the city of Diara beginning to appear on the horizon. It's still a ways away, and there is one infuriating day where you just have to camp with it in the distance, with you being able to see the lantern light and the way that the moonlight flickers on the waves, because it's still a whole day away. But after one infuriatingly antsy night, you can make your way towards Diara itself. Diara is at the base of this gentle slope that you've made your way down, opening very naturally out onto the coastline. It is not the first time I believe any of you have seen the coast in your travels. However, it has been a while, and this is a rather gentle-looking coast surrounded by what seems to be becoming a sprawl. This is not a heavily cliffed area. It just naturally makes its way down to the waves licking over the shore, but the city itself is heavily... The word that's coming to mind is literally just heavily outdoor. You can see over the tops of buildings and see how many of them appear to be kind of just glorified tents near these significant large areas of town, whereas the other buildings seem to be slightly worn, made of worn dark stone and old timber. Really, the sprawling city of simple buildings is dwarfed by the large harbor that is set upon the shore itself, with already you can see plenty of ships along the horizon coming in and out with the with dawn and dusk. and large and giant cargo ships seeming to come in and out. As you get closer and closer to the city and you make your way back down onto the path, you find the road more populated yet again, with giant caravans of what's the word I'm looking for? Caravans of travelers bringing carts full of crates and different things down the way, so they can be moved farther north in the country. I do know that you raised your hand, Nomos.
This was you said heavily outdoor because the word was escaping you. Open air.
Open air, that is the word I'm looking for. It's a very open air city. But despite that, it is heavily bustling as you approach. And the sprawl means that you don't see a set gate, a set entrance. There is no heavily guarded entry point into the city, which you've seen several times in Kerrigan, especially in places like Targrave, like Moongate. This is a giant port city, and you see very little guard presence as you enter through the heavily busy streets. But you make it there, and really beyond the smell of the salt of the ocean, the gentle sound of the crashing of the waves in the back, and the incessant squawking of seagulls, the first thing that truly hits you is the sound of the music that just seems to arc through the air over different buildings. Not one singular song, just loud music playing from plenty of different directions and arcing through the air from different points of town, as the entire city is alight with energy and song. And you can explore the city when we get back from break. So, a little bit of an early break today. Sorry, I kind of stumbled through the little Welcome to Jurassic Park today. I'm a little out of it, but I am going to take some time to ground myself during break, and if you are someone who also seems to get a little bit out of it and a little bit off track, maybe you should do that during break too. And while you're at it, this is your weekly binder check. If you are one of our friends that wears a binder, you should make sure you can breathe, you can stretch. When was the last time you made binder soup? Might be coming up. Might want to keep an eye on that. Make sure to get refills on your water, on your snacks, and we will be back in about 15 minutes. I cannot wait to see you then, and then we can begin to explore the port town of Diara, which I love very deeply, and I'm excited to show to y'all. So, unless we have anything else to bring up, we will be back in just about 15 minutes, and we will see you then. I am super excited. Have a good break to all. Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Hi, friends.
I love how we
Okay,
just have
Floyd's
a cat.
computer has been commandeered.
There's a cat there. Also, drop in the comments if you eat kiwi with the skin on.
No, we don't need to have this debate.
No, you don't.
I didn't know you were supposed
I make a poll.
Okay.
My mother is allergic and I didn't know.
You have an excuse, and I forgive you. But also,
So I think
No,
we
it's
just lost
funny.
Floyd to cat. I think the cat may have just fucking killed them.
Okay, so Milo needs to roll a character now, right?
Yeah, so Milo is gonna roll the character next. I have a couple things that I'm gonna talk to Milo about just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. But
yeah,
I'm
we need to
really
have a session 0
excited.
with Milo.
What?
We need to have a session 0 with
Yeah,
Milo.
we'll need to have another session 0, just like reestablish boundaries, make sure that everybody's on the same page, you know. But like, okay, Floyd's back. Hi. Floyd, I was putting together the backup plan that I had for creating Milo as a member of the Fated Four if Milo fucking killed you.
Yeah, he just about did. He closed my notes and also my Discord tabs.
Oh no.
He's a demon,
Well.
and I'm yeah.
Now that we have Floyd back, freed from the demon Milo, let's. Are we ready to get back into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I hope everybody over break got snacks and water and was
And took
nice
off their
to
binder if
themselves.
necessary.
Exactly. I hope so. So, I did realize real quick, I meant to send this to the group chat over break, but I do have a couple references for what Diara vaguely looks like. So I'm just going to send those to the player chat real quick.
Ooh.
I have no credits for them, so maybe don't send them in the Twitch chat. But
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
but that is the vague
Ooh.
vibe of Diara.
I like the what's it
So
called?
for
The
any
watermark.
of you who've played that Super Mario game where everything is dirty and you have to clean it off, it's like that, but if it was
Mario
pretty.
Sunshine?
Yes, it's like if Super Mario Sunshine was pretty.
Okay.
I would have just said it looks like Italy.
That's also true.
It's fantasy Italy. But
Fantasy Italy. Oh, no.
either way, you have arrived in the coastal town of Diara, your main destination before making the long trek to the Tantalian Islands from Terias. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is Diara where Nomos came in?
I was
from
actually
Neos?
going to ask that. Because a
What
couple
were
of
my
you.
options?
So here's the thing: is that those of you that came from Infraconium, instead you could have made your way around from Diara all the way to Diara, but you could have also just entered at the other coast. In which case you probably would have entered at
I
Nimaj.
believe Nomos came up from the south, if I remember right.
I know I came up from the south.
The Nomos, you have likely been to Diara before. I think Psyche may have entered through Nimaj. And then
Yeah.
I was going to ask Armani and Ivory where they think they came in.
I mean, if this was like the easiest route to and from Evermeet, then I might just be going right back where I started.
Yeah.
This
True.
might just be retracing my steps.
Yeah, you could have also landed at Port Haven.
I could.
But that would have been... You could have landed at Port Haven and then, like, ferried across the Delta if you wanted to. Over from Brax.
You're a southerner.
Yes. But you could have made it to Port Haven, then ferried across to Braxt, and then to Targrave if you like. That would have made sense coming from Evermeet, or you could have come straight to Diara. It's kind of up to you. You could have also just gone the other way. This is not flat Aldrithe. Aldrithe is a globe, and you are going to be landing in a port that is on the southwest side of the island, whereas Noirmont, you could have gone either east or west. So if you went east, you could have come in at Nimaj in a similar way to how Psyche did.
You said a lot of words at me just now.
Did you go west or did you go east?
You
Decide
couldn't. You
for me,
couldn't.
bestie. I don't know. I'll
For
say
the
that I
sake
came
of-
in through.
Oh, wait.
For the sake of discovering the city for the first time, if it's up to me,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna send you east and say you came in through Nimaj.
Sure. Sounds
Ivory.
I know for a fact that I came in through Nimaj because of we plotted
Yes.
the path I went, and I did not come in through Diara, so...
Yeah, so 3 of you came in through Nimaj, and then Nomos, you have come in through Diara before.
I don't think I was here very long.
No, you were not.
I was
You would have
very
kind of
much,
speed ran through this.
This
I
was
was very
before you
much
got
like-
your shit rocked by an owlbear, right?
Yeah, Nomos,
Yes.
getting your shit rocked by the shadow creature... Wow, it really reminded you of old times, getting your shit
I didn't
rocked
get
by
my
an
shit rocked
owlbear.
by the owl creature. Sorry, no, I didn't get my shit rocked by the shadow creature.
Well, at least seeing
we
your
rocked
friends
the shadow
getting their
creature's
shit rocked.
That's true.
The
It
owl
really
bear?
reminded you of
Cool.
old times from when you got your shit rocked by an owlbear.
Good times. I hate suburbs. I hate suburbs so much.
Either way, you have made your way back to Diara for you, and everyone else you've arrived in Diara for the first time. This is a sprawl. You kind of have no idea where you're headed. Nomos, you barely spent a day here, so it's not like you really know much of what's going on.
I was a man
either.
on a mission.
Yeah, you barely spent a day here. You don't really know where you're going either. I will say, a detail that I meant to mention earlier, but in my earlier little scroll, but forgot to, there is a lighthouse that towers over the city. It's striped in dark blue and white with gold accents near the top.
Lovely. Are those colors important to Malleus?
Make a religion check. You don't know shit about Malleus.
Got my brand new dice.
It's a satisfying thud.
Yeah, it's so fucking heavy. It's metal. That is a 9 plus 5, 14.
14? I mean,
I know that
blue's
port
an
cities
ocean
like
color.
Malleus. Okay, I just know
You
that
know
port
that
cities like
Malleus.
Malleus.
Yeah, you know that port cities like Malleus. You know that Malleus is associated with the sea. You figure there might be something there.
Love Malleus, my favorite Aldrithe god that we talk about all the time and is always important.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think most mentionings of Malleus's name have been when I make that joke.
Yes.
Or when I say like, "Hey, what's Malleus up to?"
How's Malleus doing?
Uh,
So what do we know about the worship in this city? Like, presumably Malleus.
Y'all don't know shit about the worship in this city. Like, none of you have
Ivory,
any
you've
reason
been
to know anything
port
about this
cities,
city.
yeah?
I mean, here's the thing. Y'all have been through port cities. There are basically 4 kind of eligible gods that would be associated with sea travel. You're not sure which ones are congregated. Psyche, you'd be the one who is most likely to know where you're most likely to find which gods. But out of the 4, your 4 options are Malleus, Dejanal, Jindal, and Kesena. Those are the 4 gods that have the most, like, thrall over the ocean itself.
Yeah, that scans.
Yeah. I didn't stay. I didn't even stay here at night, did I?
Did you? I don't
think I
think
maybe
you
stayed
really
the
had much of a
night.
reason to, but you could have.
If I arrived at night, I probably stayed at night. I'm just trying to wonder if I had a place that I stayed, so I know it.
If you were coming off the boat and you just really needed a place to crash, they could have directed you towards a tavern, an inn and tavern that's pretty close to the
I'm just trying
the
to get an
docks if
inn
you
for
wanted
us.
to. I'd say that if you remember correctly, there are new people when they arrived and just like desperately needed a place to crash that was on solid land were usually sent to the Rowdy Sea
I
Dog,
need
which
a
is
bed
like
that isn't on a boat.
yeah, the Rowdy Sea Dog, which is an inn that's like right on the side of the beach.
I fucking love that name. I adore you.
It also definitely lived up to its name, you remember? It is so fucking loud all the time.
Nice. It's a port city.
Nomos is taking Twister here so fucking fast. A town that sounds like music constantly and is just primed for a good old tavern crawl.
Oh yeah.
He is thinking.
You can poke around a little bit more if you want to try and find other places, but the Rowdy Sea Dog is the one that you remember, and it seemed to be the one that most people were directed towards.
Okay.
What
So
what
what are
time
we
of day is
thinking?
it?
I'd say this is probably mid-morning, coming on the beginning of the afternoon, so I'd say like 11:30 a.m.
So what are we thinking? Do we want quality and price, or do we want lesser quality, more affordable? Because I don't know quite how much our fare is going to be,
I
but going
honestly
off that
think we
distance.
should probably cheaper.
Yeah, let's go for cheap, I think.
Would Nomos remember vaguely how much his ticket from Naos cost?
Yeah. And basically all the money in your pocket. Omeros gave you a good bit of gold to make your journey, and you ate up pretty much all of it. On that trip,
Like
I'd
100
say
some gold for just me.
yeah, I'd say for just no, that it would have been closer to like 250 for you from Naos.
Yeah, for the trip.
And that wouldn't have been a very pleasant trip.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have wonderful memories of your time on the ocean?
No, I don't. Yeah, so I will bring that up. Yes, cheap probably will be our better option. My trip from Naos to here ran me about 250 for one person's fare.
All right.
So
Great.
I'm guesstimating around 400 total for us. It's a shorter distance, more fare.
It's gonna be
shorter
more than
distance,
that
more
total.
passengers. Oh, all right.
Just
Then
giving you a heads up.
I mean,
Great.
we do have...
How much money do we have?
I have 1,910 gold that I'm holding in
what?
the bag of holding. It's
Yeah,
in the bag of holding that we got from...
Yeah.
Oh, it's all of our money. Right,
It's
right,
all
right.
of us
Okay.
collectively.
Oh, right.
Most people
It's all
don't have a lot because I'm holding the
before.
majority in the magic bag that can't be stolen from very easily.
Oh, great. Okay, I thought we were going to have to pick up work or something.
No.
Oh.
We got sugar mommy, remember?
Gross.
Don't use
Yeah.
that terminology. I don't know what it means, but I don't like it.
That was definitely not a character.
You did it in voice.
Did I?
Yeah.
Help!
Ivory has some
I don't
secret goals
I
there.
don't know what that means. I don't.
Secret
think I
even
like
from
it.
their player.
But all right then. I guess we don't need to stop too much for work. That's a bit of a.
I'd say to try to keep as much as we can, more so to... Would I know if it's a good idea to, like, pick up on material objects other than money while we are out and about in the world to use as currency in a place where money might not be the thing they want?
Are you asking if the Fae use gold?
I am asking if the Fae would prefer other things over gold.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
I think most of Aldrithe uses the monetary gold system, and then we've decided that Electrum pieces are like
Bitcoin.
Well, I was gonna say things that are used in more illicit purchases that are harder to
Bitcoin.
track.
So
A
Bitcoin.
money laundering.
I was
So,
gonna
like,
say
imagine
like,
if you,
God
if you
fucking damn
did-
it.
I'm just asking how much, if we can go to the docks, find out how much our tickets are going to cost, and then use a good portion of the rest of our money to buy stuff that the Fae might like more than money.
I would also like to have money.
I said a good portion, not all of it.
Okay. Then sure, let's see. Probably won't depart tonight. Also, the issue stands.
We can probably
the
find out how
ships
much a
and-
ticket would be at the tavern, because...
I'm just saying we probably shouldn't. We probably couldn't depart tonight.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's a day to decompress and what's it called? Figure out if there's a ship. Do we have options?
Yeah.
I will tell you. I don't know how much sailing experience everyone else has. Mine wasn't good. Probably because I had to pay like bottom dollar.
What happened to you?
I don't like the ocean.
Okay.
don't
That makes
like
two of
it.
us.
It is unknowingly large.
Do you just get seasick?
No,
get
actually, I just
seasick.
don't like it. I just don't. Rivers are great. Lakes are pushing their luck. But oceans, I don't. I'd like to travel
So,
in some.
I-
I don't ask for comfortable travel much. I'm asking for it here. Sorry, Monty. Continue.
Okay.
Monty, you were saying?
No, I was gonna say out of character that I rolled to see if Armani liked their little ocean voyage, and I rolled a 3, so I think no. I think
That's a
they're also on the
no.
same side as Nomos.
You like having like space to move around and like
Yeah.
nice views and stuff, and then you were just like stuck in the bottom of a boat for a week and a half.
You were in the bilge
Yeah.
deck.
It wasn't great.
No windows.
Throw them in the fucking
vibes.
brig.
Yeah. Throw them in the fucking break.
Can we go check out that tavern area, and then we can explore once we've dropped off things and have a place for the night?
Sure. Rowdy Sea Dog, probably good place if we're going for something cheap.
I ask a random passerby where it is.
You gotta pull
I
this
would
person.
not remember.
You kind of reach out to this person and the person he's like, Rowdy Cedar, it's literally on the fucking beach. Just go. It kind of points down the road.
Twister would love it.
Flip
here.
whoever that was a
Twister-
silver. They can have it.
Fair enough.
People seem so nice.
Alright, so you guys are headed down to the beach towards the, why did I forget it? Oh my god. The Rowdy Sea Dog.
Rowdy Sea
There we
Dog.
go.
Rowdy Sea Dog.
I named it, and I love it. I was like, why the fuck did I just forget that?
No, the excited sea lion.
The happy
God.
The giddy otter.
The giddy otter. You make your way down to the ratty sea dog, and, well, they were right. You just kind of have to keep walking that way, and it's the inn on the beach. It stands out. It's probably the largest building in the area. A lot of the buildings here are actually relatively, like, single story. Single story, relatively simple. This one is actually, like, a solid 3 stories, and it is, like, right on the beach, right next to the sand. It's a spot that if you were in, like, this universe, it would be considered, like, a luxury spot. However, for this universe, this is, rather the worn path. Because it being directly next to the beach means that everybody and their mother stays at this,
She's alive?
stays at this.
Not anymore.
Give me 1 sec. Make your way. Everyone stays there. It's very popular, and you have this large timber building with already a bunch of people coming in and out of it, and it's fucking lunchtime. You kind of approach, and just like many of the buildings here, there is just, like, music blasting inside. There's a lot of people, and the doors are swung wide open, and kind of as you make your way in, you are barely noticed among just, like, the already crowd of people gathered in this tavern area.
I feel like we could just break into a room and no one would notice.
Let's not
I'm
do
not
that.
going to, but, like, I feel like it's possible.
You know, sometimes we get preoccupied thinking whether or not we could, that we don't stop to think if we should.
We
I think
definitely
it'd be
shouldn't.
funny.
No.
I think it would be depriving these people of their livelihood. I am
I
all
take a look
for...
at the masses of people in here. I think they'll be fine.
I am all for taking advantage of the crown. I am less for taking advantage of individuals trying to make their way of life. We don't know what their business
No,
overheads
okay,
are.
I
They might have
won't
expansive,
steal.
things.
Have you ever heard of a thought experiment, Nomos?
What?
You ever heard of a thought experiment?
Hypothetically.
It's
Yes.
like a...
It's like you think about the morality of, like, a made up situation.
And you're not going to do it, absolutely, but it's just, you know, thinking it through, talking about it.
You mean
thought
like
experiments.
thinking ahead?
No, more
No.
like theoretical situations that are very likely to never happen.
You mean like daydreaming?
No, it's
No!
well, it's like a puzzle. Like would it be bad if I like snuck into a room? Like, would it be
Yes.
bad if I
That's not a
like,
puzzle. There's an
And you
answer.
then you factor in other things like, okay, but then what if it was the crown? Or
yeah,
and
like
then
what if it was the crown?
it was
Or like what if
But it
Something
isn't.
family.
This is a random inn.
There's this one that I've heard of with like a horse and cart and like people being like tied
Waiting
to
for
a
that.
road or something.
and it's like on one track there's people you know, and then on
and
the other there's
track,
people
like
you
a
don't
whole,
know.
There's like a lot of people you don't know.
Why
And
can't
then
I
which
stop
one
the
do you
cart?
drive over if you
You
can't stop
That's
the
the
carriage?
whole point, is that you can't stop the cart.
But what if I turned off the road?
You
Well,
can't. There's a
You
cliff in
can't,
the
like, for the
line.
sake of, because that's why it's called a thought experiment, because you have to imagine that, like, you're
If
under,
there's
like, a release. We spent probably
Yeah,
far too
you
long
you
having
stand
this
in the
There's a
center
cliff
of the
and there's
fucking
4
tavern
people
area
that I know
debating
and
this.
don't know. I
for
go
a
off the cliff, and then no one has to die. This is
God
simple.
damn it, Nomos.
That y'all bicker about this for like a solid like 5 to 7 minutes. As people just kind of like push around
And
you
Mani is
and
in
make
hell.
their way through, and Mani is just
Mani
like
is in hell.
dissociating. And
Yeah, I'm just there like,
To be fair, Mani is dissociating a lot of the time anyway.
that's
Yeah.
fair. That's that. Me too, Mani.
Slash
um,
heart.
And eventually you kind of, with enough people like pushing around you, you kind of get interrupted by someone being like, "Are you gonna get out of the way or what?" And just kind of moving past you.
Hey,
Sorry,
if
I'm
you're
trying
the
to
thought experiment
rationalize
of if-
the...
No, and I turned to the stranger. I'm like, no. Okay, so you've heard of that, like the cart, the horse and the cart, like the thought experiment, right?
Oh yeah, I think you can find
Yeah.
it up your ass and around the corner. Get out of the way.
Hey, fuck off. Fine.
Either
You
way.
might be great in this town, Psyche. You.
What?
I think this is up your alley.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think it
I'm
is.
going to go walk up to whatever I can find of
let's get a room
staff
before I get yelled at
before we
again.
break into a room.
I'm gonna
Let's
try
go
and not
find
get
one.
into a bar fight.
You push your way up towards the bar where there are like two bartenders that are just like working so hard up there, working fucking overtime, and you kind of push your way up towards the front. And they kind of look over towards you and like, yeah, what can I get you?
A room, hopefully.
Oh, right, cool. How many?
2
2 rooms or 2 of you?
2 rooms.
2 rooms.
2 rooms, how many beds?
2.
Yeah, I need that on the rocks, thank you. What?
2 and
4.
1 in the other.
Two beds in one bed in the other? Okay, cool. That'll be, just how many nights?
1.
1.
One night. That'll be, 4 gold pieces.
Okay.
Sure. I slide him across.
Thank you very much.
Shit. 4
One
gold?
sec. Actually, 2 gold, sorry.
Okay, I was like,
I
shit,
slide him 2
4
gold.
fucking gold. Holy shit!
2 gold. I misread my
Man,
own
they're
thing.
price gouging here. Maybe I should steal a room.
Yeah, they are. It's almost
but-
like they're
About-
the inn on the beach that all of the tourists come to.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Maybe they were nice for once. Maybe
But,
capitalism didn't exist in Diara.
Yeah, 2 gold pieces, thank you. And they kind of move to the side for a second, and they call out a name and hand a drink, and then reach down. Here's your keys. Cool. Do I need to get you anything else?
Where can we go to get prices for boats?
Okay. Oh wait. Oh, where?
Yeah, where?
Oh, I thought you just were
Where do
telling
we get
me.
ship prices for boats? Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
can't
Dog.
hear shit like can't share prices for boats. Like, are you buying a boat or you getting
No,
pass?
we-
Ship
Yeah.
Trying to go to the
Did
Tantalian
you hear
Islands.
me, you idiot? I said on the rocks. You're going to the what?
Tantalian
Port Eau
Islands.
Claire.
What? Okay, Tantalian Islands. I don't fucking know. You should probably just go talk to the shipwrights. You can usually find all the information on the ships in the city with them because they fucking build them.
Yeah, that seems fair. Also, where's the temple district? You have a temple district, right?
I mean, district, whatever. Go out, turn right, keep going east.
Okay, thanks.
Darling, in this port city, I want to hear your best surfer Californian accent at some
Yes!
point.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, please.
Because sometimes I just sound like that.
Yeah.
And I
Sometimes you
Oh,
are
like,
made
oh.
unfortunately aware of your regional accent. Like today when I asked a customer if they wanted a bag with my whole chest.
All right.
I think the word that most exposes me is totally.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, totally.
For me, it's anything with an I vowel.
With a what vowel?
No.
With a what vowel?
No.
No, it's totally
So
cool.
you can make your way. You're told where you're given very vague directions to the temple district and and one of the shipwrights.
I don't know. We just go check out the rooms. Drop anything that we don't want to carry around.
You
and then-
are lucky enough that you get rooms on the 3rd floor, which seems to distance you significantly from the noise.
Yes.
The
But
rooms are
leaky roofs.
not spectacular. They'll work. They're modest.
Do we have a view?
Yes, you do actually. Would you prefer a view of the city or a view of the ocean? I'll let you pick.
Ocean.
Okay.
Alright.
Who the fuck picks the view of the city?
Can I
Darling.
roll for how homesick I am
Sorry.
right now?
Yeah, you can roll for how homesick you are.
You say as I look out my window and there is a view of the city outside my window.
No. That isn't the issue. It's when you're on a beachfront
No, that's fair.
hotel
That's
and
fair.
you
That's
go
fair.
for the
You go for the
view
beach.
of
You go
the
for the
town.
beach. No, I go for the beach. You're right. You're fine.
You get to
Also,
look at a
must be on
beautiful
boat for, like,
sunset.
however fucking long.
All right. What Armani?
I just said we're about to be on a boat for however fucking long. Maybe we don't want a view of the sea. Maybe we want to look at the city one last time.
Ewan would.
Silvi-
Nomos doesn't.
Sylvia's
Yeah.
primed to go.
Yeah, so you go.
I rolled a 2 on not being homesick.
Yeah, no, you're not having a great time right now.
Aww.
You in
Your
your
home
one
is
bed,
so
your
under the
one bedroom
weather.
with Armani. Congratulations.
Sob. I think
Please move your mouth away.
I'm so
Please.
sorry.
Thank you.
My mind says that since I'm from a port town and am now back in a port town, that Ivory is just like hearing the sound of the water and is being like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah.
They probably
Now-
tonight are gonna just call River and be like, hey.
Are you up? But I do have a
you
question. So in terms of splitting up party to find ship fare and temple district, on one hand I really want more Nomos and Armani or Nomos and Ivory interactions because we don't get enough of those. On the other hand, Ivormani, I don't want to split them up. What is our verdict here, gang? Because
We can
yes, gay
split
people,
them
but
up.
also
Let's
okay,
go
because
on.
also I want to have. Yeah,
We're
that's true.
sharing a room, it's
I just
fine.
I want to hang out. Nomos wants to hang out with his other friends, but also he has like 20 years of brother interaction to catch up on.
Okay. I'll propose
You're
this.
also
We like
sharing
it.
a room.
You're also sharing.
We're
a
not sharing a
room.
bed.
Yeah, good.
Sharing a bed for siblings?
No, I'm saying we're not sharing a bed.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, why is that relevant?
Yes.
You're in this.
I think-
You're gonna have plenty of time to catch up. Ivory is going to come and grab you and have you come look at ships.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Nomos.
think that-
Yeah, Nomos would know ship fare. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Nomos and Ivory should go look at ships, and then I think that Armani and Psyche should go to temples because.
Does
I think
Armani want to check out some religion?
I think Armani wants
Not
to tag along
who's
because
there.
they're curious.
It's religion.
To quote
There.
Toby Maguire, "You want forgiveness? Get religion."
No, they talk to a god now. They're like, I might as well look at a temple at least once.
A temple.
Like, just look at one.
It doesn't matter
Experience
which one,
a
just one
temple. It's the creaser
just
effect.
one. Yeah.
But yes. All right. So Armani and Psyche are my brain is like Armani time. Armani and
No.
Armani and Psyche are going to go to the temple district, and Ivory and Nomos are going to go find information on ships. Which one would y'all like to play out first?
We can be quick because I feel like going to a temple with Psyche is always going to be an ordeal / pause. So
Fair
we can
enough.
be quick if you.
Y'all should go first.
All right.
A little.
Well,
Ivory, are you familiar with the concept of shipping?
Oh God.
It's literally where you pack a lot
God
of
is
things
going to
onto a
stop you
boat,
there.
And then you take the boat from one place to another place, and it's a shipping container.
yes.
Sorry, I just
absolutely.
realized how similar that sounded to the Shadow of the Head. Like, there's this new thing on the internet called kinning.
No.
Can I just
Please,
get the
no.
portal clear?
Yes.
I just want to
yes,
see
yes.
my family again.
So we're going to the shipwrights. I'm assuming that's going to be on the docks. I'm sure that I know vaguely where that is.
Yeah, I mean, you just got given very vague directions towards a different part of the
Right.
docks. It's not that far of a walk away. Team Temple District is going to be going farther than y'all are, but you're going to be going in opposite directions as y'all head towards the docks and the others go away from the docks. You make your way down to, and have to kind of walk down this boardwalk kind of area. I use boardwalk very loosely. But
They are boards, and you sure are walking.
there are boards and you are
Mhm.
walking on them, but you can make your way down to, there seem to be like a variety of buildings that are kind of built into the side here that seem to have both kind of like this area that have kind of the beginnings of some of these like fishmongers places, but also some larger buildings that seem to be in a more official capacity, including and you hear people outside throwing around mainly two titles, the Trademaster, and the Shipwrights. You get the idea that like one of the major more official buildings is the Trademaster's building, and one of the major official buildings is for like a Shipwrights guild. They're not really labeled. You can just ask, or you can make a
yeah.
guess.
We can ask. So, which of these would we go to the Trademaster or the Shipwrights for figuring out travel fares?
They said the shipwrights.
I mean, are you, travel fair for what? Are you trying to get a new job, or?
No, just getting a ride.
Oh, I guess the shipwrights. Trade masters where you'll go for, like, jobs and stuff, I guess.
And which one
Great.
is
Thank you.
Oh, that one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
You can go into the building.
That person
on the
sounds
right.
like they're having a great time in life.
Yeah, you can make your way into the building on the right that was pointed towards. And you enter, and finally you get some escape from the noise of the city. As this building seems to be slightly less busy than some of the other ones that you've been in, but not by much. Within, there's a lot of people going in and out. It's a smaller kind of atrium area, and then it just seems to be the equivalent of kind of like fantasy office space. There's kind of a directory off to the side. There isn't like a receptionist or anything. There's just kind of a general directory. There seem to be a couple different shipping companies that have some representatives that work out of here. There's a head shipwright. You can look for a specific company. You can just go straight to the head. Kind of up to you.
There apparently doesn't seem to be any kind of like signage that's like, here's to go to this part of the world and here's to go to that part of the world.
This is not a
How
travel
is
agency.
how is the directory organized?
It's got, like, at the top you've got the head shipwright, and then a couple different, like, companies that are labeled as being represented, all of which seems to be kind of very vague. None of them none of the names like give you a vibe of anything in particular. They're mainly like last names, like Storm Brands or whatever.
Noted. We can just try and luck with one of those. I don't think we should head to the head.
Yeah.
Are we sure? Without an appointment?
Does there seem to be a line?
I mean, we can look, but I'd
people seem to
assume
just
so.
be
This
moving
is
in and
the singular head shipwright in this entire town of what seemed like thousands of people.
I'm just going to try.
All right. Let me know. I'll come with you, just in case.
Alright.
Just fucking go up there.
So, you check the directory, you try to find the place that you're going, and you kind of have to weave through some hallways until you eventually find an office door. It's closed. This is the one that's labeled as the head shipwright, and on the door is the name Ollie Morwood. You knock?
Yes'm.
This kind of moment you hear, give me a second. And then a moment later you hear, come in!
Yeah, and I open the door.
You open the door. You see, presumably Ollie Morwood kind of adjusting his hair. It's a little bit shaggy. Kind of frames the face in the
Blonde?
way that mine does. Yes, it's blonde. Very sun-bleached. Very sun-bleached blonde.
How red is this man?
Not horribly. But very sun-bleached blonde. He seems to be wearing, a put-together kind of, I'm so deeply sorry that I am about to compare what this person is wearing to, the Academy uniform from Arcane.
You could have said a vest.
The word vest was not coming to mind.
I thought you were about to make this
Victor.
like essential like head shipwright in his office wearing fucking swim trunks
No.
and nothing else. That's what I thought I was gonna get.
This is kind of crumpled and stuff though. It definitely has not been ironed. Kind of a little bit frazzled looking. He's kind of like, sorry, who are you?
We just didn't really know where to go. You don't really have a, like, concierge or anything out there.
We're searching.
What's a
we're trying to
concierge?
get passes on like a front desk
Someone that-
operator. We're trying
Like
to
a front
get...
desk. Yeah. I mean, I've talked about getting that in the past, but, you know, gotta get your budget cuts and stuff like that. You never really know
Sure,
what's
I
coming
understand.
next in terms of all the development and stuff. Not really up to me.
Naturally.
Aren't you the
If-
head shipwright?
Yeah, I do ships, not receptionists.
Who owns the building?
Nomos, please.
Sorry. This town
We
is full of
just-
so many questions.
If you're
Let
not
me
the
see the lease.
correct person to go to, if you're not the correct person to go to, we're just looking for passage to the Italian islands. Where can we best find that?
Oh, you're looking for just like a ship cross?
It's just passage.
I mean, yeah, dude. I've got a couple ledgers of my own I can look through. Sure, I mean,
confused this person seems to be by the concept of someone going on a ship and going somewhere, even though
He doesn't seem to be prepared for
This
it.
is
job
a
in a
town
port
of
town.
Nicholas Davenport,
you
and
walked
I
in on this man's lunch break.
Oh, he could have said no.
He's a little confused because you just kind of showed
The
up.
company owes him a mandated lunch break every such and such many hours that he works. Otherwise, it violates OSHA.
Look, it looks like
Are we talking the OSHA right now?
Where are you trying to go on the Italian Islands?
Port Eau Claire was where we
That's
were
Evermeet,
told.
right?
I
Yes.
believe so.
Yeah. It looks like the next. Right. There's the transit ship that goes every week. You've got 3 days until the next one comes back around.
Is
Oh, goodness.
there any other ships in your domain that might go sooner?
Any cargo
Another
ships that need
person?
I mean, there are
manual
plenty of
laborers?
cargo ships that need workers, but that's not really my prerogative. I just make the ships for those to be on. You'd want to talk to the trade master about that. I mean, if you're looking to work on a boat, then sure. But I mean, the trek to the Tensalian Islands isn't exactly a short one. So
course.
you can't. So they're not sending out boats there every damn day.
How much would passage be on that one that leaves in 3 days?
How many?
We
people?
have 4 people.
4 people. How comfortable are you looking to be?
Enough that we won't feel like shits once we get there.
Let's first
What are you
hear the
used to?
number for absolute squalor. Let's hear the number for absolute squalor.
I mean, absolute squalor would be breaking in and trying to stow away, but
No.
I mean that's your.
how much to
prerogative.
do that legally?
Yeah, you can't do that legally. That's kind of the point.
No, I meant how living in that condition without breaking the law and actually paying fair. How much is that running
Please.
at?
On a general ferry, they're not gonna want you to sit in the fucking crates like a stowaway. So I
What is
mean,
the
also,
cheapest
to be
ticket you can
fair,
get?
I mean, if you want, like, a private boat so you can decide everything and you can go whenever, you can hire an individual to take you. Like an individual crew. But that's gonna be more expensive. I'd say if you're looking for an average to make your way there, 450 gold a head.
And how much for
Okay.
somewhat greater comfort?
Greater comfort, if you're looking for something a little bit fancier, you get the I don't know, dinner and a show treatment. I think that's gonna be, well, 450 is gonna be the average. You could probably press it down to 350 a head for the shittier stuff. If you wanted to go fancy, you can bring that up to like 600 a head.
Thank
By
you.
a head,
Where do
you
we
just
go to-
mean that we're paying in advance, not that there's more cost afterwards.
No, it's per person.
a head. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Dude, like head, like the one on your shoulders.
Yeah, no, I got that.
I mean, it's totally up to you whether you want to keep that head on your shoulders or not. That's not my prerogative, but, like, do whatever.
Sure. So where do we purchase these tickets?
You can purchase them through me if you want. I got the ledger. I can pass it on at the end of the day. I usually do if there's anyone interested in making passage. Like I said, I can get you in contact with some of the other shipping and travel companies if you're looking for an individual to take you across, but they got their own rates. I don't know how much that would cost. Probably closer to the 600, 700.
I think, Ivory, I think that paying for comfort on a ship that is already staffed with lots of people is going to probably be safer and probably better than hiring a private ship, with crew. I think there's safety in numbers. May not be comfort, but there's safety. Thoughts on just paying the 650 here and then praying it doesn't get higher, and then instead of waiting?
You'd be going up to 650?
Per person, we can't afford that, Nomos.
650. Oh, per person?
Yeah, that would be 650 per person, per
A
head.
head.
Never mind. I thought that. Yes, right. Yes, I did not get the.
Yeah,
head
it's
bit.
the average is
Understood.
going to be 450 per person.
You can't say heads. We're from out of town. We don't use that kind of thing. You say per person, and then we
Tourists,
understand.
whatever. You're gonna, yeah, it's gonna be 350 a person at the lowest. Then the average, which I think what you're going for, is gonna be 450, and then your good shit is gonna be about 600 per person.
So 450 a person would run us about 1,800 for all of us. That's within our expenditure. So maybe not the 650 then.
Yeah, that would be 1,800 gold.
I'm amicable to paying that. Bless you.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Bless
the
you?
character voice. Yes. I think 450 would be a fine price point.
Could you perhaps give us the contact for some of the other ships, and we will come back by the end of the day?
Are you looking for like Are you looking for like trading companies that you would want to get jobs with, or are you looking for the individuals?
Both.
Okay, if you're looking for people to get jobs with, that's the trade master's problem, not mine.
Sure.
She's next door, Trade Master Akalin. If you're looking for individuals, I believe you can check out the West Mains who work down the hall like 4 doors. I think they sail with individuals, and then the other ones are probably gonna work out of. You can find them in different places in the city. Around here, we just mainly have people that build the ships and sell the ships themselves. No offense, I think that's kind of out of your price range right now.
None taken.
But if you look for Hilda Thatcher, I think she's open with sailing with individuals. One of her captains should be free right now, if I remember correctly. He kind of goes through his ledger real quick. Yeah. You can find her, I think. Yeah, her place is in the western side of town if you go towards the Gray Market.
Sure. Thank you. We will either come by and get your passage, or
I'm here until like 5 p.m. today. But
sure.
yeah. Anything else I can help you with? I mean, I'm literally just eating my fucking lunch for the day, but I can get anything else you need.
So sorry to interrupt. You could have said that you're busy.
I live to serve, dude. Whatever works.
All right.
I mean, all right. I was going to. Never mind. Thank you. We'll get back to you on pricing. And our final decision later. Have a good rest of your lunch.
Yeah, Ewan.
I love you so
450?
much. Also, but
Ewan, 450
I
would
feel
leave
like-
us with 100 gold left. We probably don't want that.
well, I also have my own funds separate of our.
Yeah.
You
I
would
would
also have
have-
3 days if you wanted to go look for other jobs to like build
We can
up
get a
money.
job to
Well, if
pad
we
our
can-
pockets a little bit.
If we wanted to work on a ship, then we also get money.
Yes, which is true. But then we were working on a ship for upwards of a month. I don't know if any of us have any experience working on ships.
No.
And I don't think that is a smart decision. I will say, if we decide to just buy it right now and then cope, I will have over 130 gold still. If we decide to, what's it called? If we decide to get some work done in those 3 days, might be a good idea. See if we can do something like we did with Ike, clean out a basement.
I'm willing to at least go to like some other places and see if they have better prices, because this is just the one that's directly by the tourist spot.
Well, this is
And-
the head shipwright.
Yeah, this is the head shipwright. This isn't the tourist trap.
Yeah.
This is the, like, unless you are purchasing a separate individual, independent contracted ship captain, this will be the price. Unless we are working, which I don't think we should.
And the $450 price was the one
Medium.
that's like the cheapest fucking?
No, the cheapest was $350 a person.
Okay.
Then medium is $450. Dinner and a show is $650.
Yeah, no, we definitely can't do fucking dinner at a show. We don't have that.
Yeah, I think $450 is going to be our best option, and then we can try to get some work done in town in the next few days.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. They'll probably be done with their church stuff.
Let's get our
before
religion
5.
on.
So I'd say go back to the place, make sure they're down to catch some work, and then we can go back and grab it. But we can just
Sounds
say
good.
that.
Yeah,
that's
it's like
what we're doing.
mid-morning, afternoon.
Yeah.
You said, yeah.
Yeah. More.
We stare
Okay.
into my
not much
eyeballs.
time.
I tell you the time.
Yeah.
1 sec. Yeah, we have like 6 or so hours left.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and head back to the inn for now if you like. You can hide in your room, or you can hang out in the tavern area, get a drink and some lunch if you like. It's still busy.
Is there
It's
any
always gonna be
gambling
busy.
going on?
Gambling? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want to go gamble?
I want to watch.
Oh, you can watch. Actually, make a
I
perception
must
check
not
real quick.
engage in the oh god, I'm trying to think of a Nomos unnecessarily complicated word to use here. I almost said sins of the flesh. That is not what this is. No.
Nomos desires the dealer carnally.
No, just
for sex.
Twister and Dark. Just Twister and Dark.
I got a 14 on perception to look at gambling.
14.
Oh, is anyone
perception?
cheating?
That's one of the things that you're looking out for. That you can look out for. There seems
Well,
to be
that
a
is
rather
true.
decent sized group that is doing that is like straight up gambling right now. They seem to be playing like a dice game. It seems like they've played some dice game. It looks like the dealer has a set of cards that they're just like carefully, like casually shuffling through. This isn't one where the dealer is super necessary. They're just kind of representing the house and making sure that people aren't cheating as best they can. You actually
Cards, we say.
You actually see the dealer is wearing a pair of glasses. And as someone rolls their die, you watch the dealer kind of reach up and seem to like, you know how there's little screws
Spy
just kind of at
Kids.
the side of your glasses?
Yeah.
You see them kind of like gently like move a screw and kind of and squint at one of the participants. And they kind of look back, and you see them just kind of look back and at the bartender, make eye contact, kind of, and
They're
then
called
look
weighted
back
dice because you feel the weight of your sins upon your soul.
for cheating. But the game continues as the dealer continues to watch what's happening. And you can't seem to catch any cheating or anything like that. How long are you gonna sit and watch for?
I think I'm just gonna entertain myself like that till the others get back.
You watch this for a while then. After a few minutes, one of the bartenders comes out and approaches the person that just got flagged. And a fight nearly breaks out as the bartender's like, yeah, no, you're not bringing magic dice into this fucking place. You get your ass out. And the person's like, how fucking dare you? And the bartender's like, you really want to fight me on this? Because if you really want to die on this hill, you can do it. Make my fucking day. And there's a slight back and forth before the person just like shoves the bartender a bit. And the bartender just fully just... And the person kind of flinches back, and the bartender's like, that's what I fucking thought. Get out. And the person leaves.
It makes me so sad that Nomos cannot engage in a bar fight ever. Because if I fight the wrong person, Nomos would kill them with a single punch.
Yeah.
And I can't live with that. This is the folly of having a character with 20 strength. I cannot bar fight people. I'll kill them.
However,
I'm
You just
afraid to
gotta
kill
bar fight
anyone.
people who are adventurers. Don't be shy.
Get good.
However, a few people remain in the kind of gambling arrangement. And after a couple rounds, you notice that this one person is just kind of fucking killing it. And the dealer keeps checking them. They're not cheating. They are just on a fucking roll.
Who is this person?
They are a water genasi. They have kind of curly blue hair that kind of bounces as they laugh. And they seem to be doing well. They are also kind of rubbing it in the faces of all the other people at the table that they are doing well. But after a certain amount of time, the person just the person calls it quits, and after succeeding, they fold out of nowhere. And everyone at the table kind of looks at them like, what the fuck are you doing? You could walk away with all of the fucking... this pile of fucking silver, a couple gold, that's on the table here. And they just suddenly fold. And they kind of look around, they're like, you boys have fun. I'm fine. Make an insight check real quick.
I'm not watching this, am I?
Are you?
I mean,
Ivory's been watching
think-
for a while. You could have joined them.
At first, Nomos isn't. Nomos is just waiting at the bar. Maybe he gets something to eat. He looks at other bars in the area. One of them's called Cocktail Town. Which is my closest thing to Margaritaville.
Yeah.
But
geez.
A bit overpriced.
Yeah, but
This
no, they have
person
great
is
music.
so cool.
But
did
yeah,
want
if
to
you're
point-
watching that, Nomos will if you've been there for a long time,
Yeah.
Nomos will you've piqued his interest.
You can also make an insight check then, Nomos. So 21 from Ivory.
Yes.
Shit.
It's these
16.
lovely pretty dice which come
16?
in the same kind of box as your metal ones, Ewan.
Yeah.
Nomos, your attention is drawn as this person gets up and leaves the table. Your attention is drawn back to another member of the table who straight up tries to make a grab for one of the things at the center now that they're gone, and the dealer is like, do you want to get kicked out of here too? And he's like, no, well, if they're fucking leaving, then we should be able to split this, and so your attention is drawn. Ivory, there's something about this person that just kind of tells you to keep your attention on them. And you watch them get up after folding, kind of shake it off a little bit. And they walk past a person who seems to be wearing this kind of dusty green cloak that kind of covers most of what they're wearing. It's pulled up even though they're inside. And they kind of walk by the person and basically shoulder check them, then look back. You can't see the cloaked person's face, and they kind of lean in for a moment as if listening, then continue walking, and kind of walk down the hallway towards, the bathroom. It's a little weird interaction.
Hey, did we meet James fucking Bond? I
what
watched
does
Casino
the-
Royale.
I'm gonna point out the one that they bumped into out to Nomos and go, keep an eye on that person for a minute, and then can I go stand in the hallway where they went off to, so when they walk back they're gonna pass me?
Sure. Do you make a stealth? Are you trying to do this stealthily?
No, I'm just
you're
fucking
you're
I'm in
following
a
them.
bar. I wait till they go down the hallway. It's a bathroom. It's in the building, right? It's not an exit.
It's in the building. It's a side hallway. As far as you can tell, the only thing that's down in it is a bathroom. As far as you know, you haven't really been down there.
I'm just gonna
Wait, why is
lean
the
by the
bathroom?
entrance. I'm not hiding.
How long do you wait until you go after them?
One turn of combat. Your mic isn't picking you up.
Sorry, excuse me. like a minute. I'm not like hiding.
Okay, you wait a minute before going after them?
Yeah.
Okay. You go and you wait at the end of the hallway. You see there are 3 doors.
Okay.
And you wait. They don't come back.
Do they? Yeah, I was gonna say, do they come back?
They must be having a really hard time.
Nomos,
Why do they call it
you
the
they're
watch,
fighting for their life in there.
Nomos, you watch the cloaked figure kind of turn around, and just leave. You're not sure what they were doing before they got up.
Can Nomos sending stone at Ivory?
Yeah, sure.
The one you told me to keep an eye on is heading out. Should I do something about that?
I don't think so. I think they might have had some kind of agreement or deal.
Ewan have ideas. I know absolutely for a fact that Nomos does not know anything about fucking gambling or like, that kind of film. I have ideas. Nomos has none of the context for those ideas to apparate.
Yeah.
So he will simply say, all right. Should I still stay at the table and watch, or?
That's up to you. I was waiting for this person to come out that I was going to buy him a drink, but...
Has our friend come out of the restroom yet?
Back.
You
No?
could peek. Worst case scenario.
Why do they
you-
call it the
The
restroom?
bathroom.
He's fighting for his life in there.
Well, I don't know if it's like a communal one where there's like multiple stalls and things like that.
I'd say
There's
it's
the
Yeah,
men's,
I
the
think
you mean
women's, and the
public.
gender neutral.
I think you mean public. I
It
think
is-
you mean public
is-
bathroom.
It is a public
What-
bathroom. This is
What was the word
Aldrithe.
that
Do
I
you
used?
really think we have
You
gender
said
segregated
communal.
bathrooms here?
He
Communal.
said communal bathroom, which is
1, it's a public bathroom. 2, this is Aldrithe. Do you really think we have gender segregated bathrooms?
No. If they're not coming out, then I think I'm just gonna go back to where I was and just continue.
I was gonna say, worst case scenario, if you go in, then and they're not there, use the bathroom and you're not suspicious.
What if it's not a bathroom? There's 3 doors.
One of them is labeled bathroom.
Worst case scenario, you go pee. I don't see what you have to lose.
Are you sending stoning me that? Cause fine.
Yes.
Okay, I
This person
like,
seems to have piqued your interest, and I know you. You're not going to ever live this down. You have the impulse control of a lemming. With all the
once again,
respect and adoration in my heart.
My impulsive modifier is plus 26.
Yes.
With all the respect you deserve, you have the impulse control of a lemming. Go figure it out so it doesn't eat at you later after we hop on the ship.
Sure.
Have fun.
Is the bathroom the closest door?
Yes.
Can I keep an eye on that hallway when Ivory goes into the bathroom,
Sure.
just to see if someone comes out?
Watch there be fucking nothing.
Watch this be another fucking curator entry room, and it's just next to a
Seriously.
fucking bathroom. How many curators have meant to go into the entry room and then just walk in
gone
on
to the
somebody
bathroom.
having a?
Damn it.
Oh
Well,
shit!
you
wrong room.
know, here's the thing though. There was that curator that was a shape changer, so
Yeah.
they can't just be someone else. I'm just gonna kind of like walk down the rest of the hallway and kind of like listen outside the doors to see if there's any like conversation in any of the not bathrooms, and then if there isn't any, then I'm just gonna go to the restroom. and
Perception check,
wash my
please.
hands. That's not great. Perception. That's a 10?
10? You can't really tell. The doors are thick.
It is a loud room.
Yeah, it's
you
loud
know,
out here
I'll-
and the doors are thick.
Yeah. This is called the fight room, not the rest room.
They fight for
This
their life
is
and
the
live on
rest room.
purpose.
This
After
is the
eating-
not restroom.
Yeah, the 3 doors aren't gender segregated bathrooms.
This is the energy room.
how much
It's
difficulty
fighting.
by which
Sting and healing. I don't know what
you
goes
can
on
have
in the
good
third room.
poops.
What?
You can have like a spiritual room, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stop by the bathroom
so
after
sorry,
I
Floyd.
walk by the other 2 and just fucking wash my hands.
Alright.
Is there anyone in there?
There's no one in there.
Okay. I don't particularly want to break into any of them, so I'm just going to come back out. And if
Kicks down the stall. Kicks down the stall.
No, there's no one
No.
in here.
There's just straight up no one in there.
Someone
I'm still
sitting on
gonna
top of the toilet.
keep an eye on the hallway, and if anyone else goes in to the hallway and doesn't go to the bathroom, then I might check it out.
Can you make a stealth check real quick?
Okay. For what?
Because you are staring down this hallway, waiting for someone to enter the room, which may be a little bit weird for anyone trying to enter the room.
He's like, I really want to go pee, but
Not
there's this
amazing,
dude
but
just
also
Fucking staring it
staring
down.
down the fucking hallway.
It's not amazing, but we're also in a crowded room. 13.
Okay. I'll write that down.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Just like me trying to go to the bathroom, Ivory at the end of the hall.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me
Do you want some company?
in. No.
meanwhile, Armani and Psyche, you can make your way across town.
We will find you, James Bond.
Hiking through the streets. I mean, you can go after James Bond if you wish.
If Nomos wants to, go for it, but I'm a squishy little man, and no.
We're not beating the shit out of James Bond. We're trying to figure out what his deal is.
Me if it's a fight club.
No, the fight room isn't for fighting. The fight room is for difficult bathroom experiences. Sorry, please continue.
For fighting for your life, yeah.
Okay, are we done with discussing the Rescent room?
Yes.
Rescent room.
Full credit to Beetlejuice in chat for that one.
Yeah.
So,
God, I haven't been looking at chat. I'm sure it's been a nightmare.
So, you all make your way towards the eastern side of the city. Actually moving closer to the lighthouse and the path that leads up to it. And you figure out pretty quickly where you're headed because the main, road to the city is the one that seems to be going that direction. You don't need to be taking any of the offshoot alleys or anything like that. The city it ain't a grid system, but it's kind of close enough. And you can kind of make your way down the main roads that way.
11 up and 1 over, you
you simple
simple bitch.
You go 11 up and 1 over, eastern, towards the Temple District. And you're wondering, you've never really been here before, you're kind of just wandering that way, and you're not sure what to look for when you're going to cross that boundary, until it's incredibly obvious what to look for. Because you assume the pavilion with the giant statue in the center of it is probably the place to be. There seems to be a series of buildings kind of in a semicircle shape surrounding this pavilion, with this surprisingly grand statue of a scene of 3 figures in worn stone. There's a masculine figure with a gentle smile on his lips and long curly hair down his back like rolling cumulus clouds, who reaches towards the sky, while another stands to his side, back to him, seeming to guard him. The guarding figure is chubby with short hair and what looks like a woven crown of English ivy, and he stands alert but confident, seemingly caught in the motion of calling something over his shoulder towards the figure he's protecting. Finally, the third figure is mostly shrouded by a long cloak, carved to curl at the end like a wave just breaking. That figure leans down towards the ground and out to sea ahead of the other 2 figures, their cloak shrouding most of their face. This seems to be a pretty central area, but while you assume this is probably some kind of worship thing, it seems to be relatively casual, as people are just kind of sitting on the base of the statue. And the statue itself seems to have a good kind of collection of offerings at the bottom, but it also seems to be, it seems to be some kind of tradition or something to, decorate it a little bit, because you see someone has kind of made the one with the crown of ivy, this, basically, a little necklace of, seaweed that's been braided together and kind of, thrown over the top of it. It looks like, some, literally, a little thing of berries has been placed in the cloaked figure's outstretched hand. And, it seems like kind of interacting with it and relaxing near it seems to be relatively common, as people are kind of perched around it. there are, like I said, there's kind of a semicircle of buildings. Most of which, again, are at least partially open air, or don't have like a set of like closable doors. Just instead, like, entryways are determined by like arches or things like that. This is anywhere from stone buildings where the arches are permanent and things are set up, to little, like, kind of things that just kind of look like tents, that have been set up around small altars. This is the center of the temple district. But yeah. What are you?
So first of all, I am going to draw that statue. If you could send the word picture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in writing, I would love that. I'm looking around for like a stall at which I could perhaps purchase a carved holy symbol. This is a little funky because this holy symbol I'm looking for is passionized, and I don't think she's worshipped here. But like her kids are, so like, you know, maybe.
I have a question.
What's up?
For Psyche and also maybe Mhairi. Didn't I give you a symbol of Passionite for Frost?
No, it was a statue. It was a marble statue.
Okay.
A little figurine.
I'm looking for like basically a necklace.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sitting here like
the Nomos situation.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No,
Okay,
like
never
you
mind.
did. It's just that like I
It
used
used to be a
to
casting focus.
effectively my tattoo was my casting focus with the lady, basically.
You mean you're not gonna get a tattoo for the god you just started to worship?
No, I'm not. I learned my lesson the first time.
Yeah.
Did you?
Okay.
Ewan! It's true, but you didn't have to say it.
It's Psyche learning lessons.
You're so mean. Oh, you're
It's
so
okay.
mean. Okay.
It's okay. I played their brother.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm also watching Armani. Because it's been a while since we hung out, and I want to make their life irritating.
Great.
Fantastic.
There's only one bedded them.
Hey,
You
do you
did well,
forget why you
Dennis.
stopped hanging out with me? You will remember.
You will remember.
Alright, so Psyche's looking for someone that may sell them a holy symbol of some kind. Armani, are you looking for anything in particular?
I don't think I'm looking for anything. I'm just like kind of observing, and I think just like Armani's very curious about, I think, religion, because their whole life they've been like, oh, religion is stupid and that doesn't matter. But now they're kind of like, oh, maybe it's not completely stupid and irrational. Maybe I'll like watch this and see how this kind of plays out. I think they're kind of looking at it through a different like lens, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that in the like, oh, I'm atheist in D&D sense. I'm saying it in the way of like, Armani just says fuck gods, and now they're like, well, maybe not all gods, you know.
Oh,
God.
Maybe just for Kaylin.
Just Vikaelin. Fuck Vikaelin
Maybe
in
just-
particular. Alright.
The Lady of Thorns, fine. But Kaylin, fuck.
Rotten hell. Yeah. Alright. So, Psyche, make an investigation check.
That's not bad. A modifier on that. That's a flat 15.
15? Okay. You can start poking around. This main area isn't really much of a market area. This is more like actual genuine like temples and like altars set up. And you can kind of scan around. For the first time in Kerkin, none of the actual dedicated buildings are to Elnet. The Elnet altar is one of the ones that looks more temporary.
Nice. Love that.
You said this isn't where Passionai is worshipped. Yeah, no, it is.
Burning it to the ground.
Passionai is worshipped here. She has a dedicated building.
Oh yeah. What about her temple? I don't think I've ever been to a temple for her.
It's a place. I will say out of the buildings that are here, out of the altars that are here, the ones that have dedicated buildings are Jindal, Dejanal, Melius, Passionai, Sivash, and Dorano. Oh, and Vikaelin. Vikaelin does have their own place.
Love that Passionai and Savash are both worshipped here. I just think it's funny.
It's the family.
It's silly.
Out of the buildings,
you have
the
all
one
of them.
out of the 4 buildings in the family, Savash is the smallest and the least upkept.
Yeah. So they picked a side in the divorce?
They did. They picked a side in the divorce.
To be fair, they're a port town. You don't go to a port town to be celibate.
Yeah.
Savash isn't celibate. What
You don't
part
go to a port town to know
What
things.
part
and-
of what part of marrying the deity of fertility and love says celibate?
I think it's funny.
Is the implication that you only go to port towns to fuck?
I mean,
you don't?
That's the part I'm caught up on.
You
to be
don't?
honest.
No.
The last time I
live in
met
a
a
coastal
pirate,
state.
the last time Psyche met a pirate, do you remember what
That's
happened?
true.
That's fair.
That's true. That's
Psyche's
true.
reputation with pirates is just that.
The first, last, and only time Psyche has ever met a pirate.
Did Nomos ever find out about that?
I think Nomos had suspicion.
Yes. Yeah,
I remember seeing you walk home in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got you a muffin.
Yeah.
Either
But
way.
yeah, I sort of look to see what Armani wants to do first.
I'm following your lead, bestie. You were here for you.
Oh, I wanted to go to
You looking for the holy symbol or visiting the temple first?
Yeah.
I want to go to the temple first, just for fun.
Okay.
Shits and giggles, yeah.
Yeah. I tell Armani that they don't have to come in with me if they don't want to, but like they can.
I come in with them.
Yeah.
Aw.
I'll tag along.
You walk into the Temple of Passionai, and immediately the first thing that jumps out to you is the color. Rather, the amount of it. Especially considering the amount of temples you've seen that resemble Elnets, or the worship sites for the Lady of Thorns are usually like cobbled together. So there's cobbled together shit that you're used to. You're aware of all of the places that are dedicated to Elnet in these towns that you've been through, which are all very... We are dedicated to our color scheme. We are there. We are simple. We are cathedral. Whatever. There's just paint, just on the fucking walls. Like, it doesn't appear to be a mural. It doesn't appear to be deliberate. It's just there. Their Passionai is the immortal muse, and as well as the deity of love and fertility. She is the patron of artists, and you get a lot of that vibe from this, because it looks like a bunch of artists just said fuck it and just started splashing paint on the walls. There are no pews. There is no heavy structure in the areas that do not have wet paint, because there are areas of the walls that have wet paint on them. Sections of the floor that are dry are covered in different like pillows and blankets scattered across the floor that you could like kneel on and sit on if you wanted to. But it's not structured like pews. It's not like that. There does appear to be a central altar and a statue. The statue is a new depiction of Passionai. You haven't seen this one before. This one is probably the most masculine depiction of Passionai that you've ever seen. Passionai is usually generally presented as vaguely feminine. This is a solidly masculine presentation of Pash. It's interesting to see her in the still kind of draping robes, but with kind of like a face and depiction that you've never really seen before. And kind of as you walk in, you see one person who appears to be making more deliberate paint on the walls, and is making some kind of rather abstract painting in the corner of the building with wet paint. But you also see this halfling who appears to be kind of tending the altar. The halfling kind of bustles and then kind of goes back into an area that seems to be kind of sectioned off with just literally like a curtain. Meanwhile, the person that's painting kind of looks over their shoulder. They appear to be like an Eladrin in their fall phase. They literally seem to just have like a couple like red and orange leaves tucked behind their ear, to the point where you go, where did you get that? Hey, is that just a part of your ear? And you decide maybe it's best not to question it yet. As they look back at you, and genuinely, they're probably one of the prettiest people you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah?
To the point where you wonder if they're using a fucking glamour. And they kind of look over their shoulder and they go back to painting.
Okay. Wow. Armani, have you ever been in a temple?
No, I don't think
Well,
so.
they're not like this. I mean, at least not the ones I've been in.
Yeah,
Usually-
this does seem a bit less stuffy than other ones I've seen. Maybe that's
Yeah.
just Targrave, though.
I don't think it's just Targrave. I just sort of find some pillows and I sit down and I like beckon for Armani to sit. Do you sit?
Yeah, I'll sit with you.
I just sort of like look up at is the ceiling painted too?
Oh yeah.
I sort of like lay back and just look up at the ceiling.
It's just painted like the sky. Like a sunset sky specifically, but it's painted like the sky.
Yeah. I mean, the other temples I've been to are all sort of there's pews and there's like a big altar at the front, and you go and you like do your candle offerings, and I guess I should have expected it would be different. But
I'm glad it's different.
it's nice.
Yeah.
I can't promise that your stops will be discomfortable, but hey. And I just sit there for a little while. Is there a place where like offerings are being put down?
It seems like near the
Presumably.
statue of
Yeah.
Passionai seems to be a solid area.
I
Though
sort of do a couple sketches, like really, really quick sketches of like the temple.
I will say,
Um,
as you start sketching, Armani, what are you doing while Psyche is doing that?
I think I am like just observing things. I might get up at one point and kind of like walk around and see what other people are doing.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
I said fair enough. The only other person in here right now is the Eladrin,
Oh God.
who eventually, as you're about to get up, kind of looks over their shoulder again and sees Psyche sketching, and you see them kind of, and then reach down and do something with their things, and they walk over and go, "Hey, do you want this?" and holds out a paintbrush to Psyche. I mean, if you want to keep sketching, you can, but walls are open to anybody.
They are?
Yeah. You think I work here?
I mean, I couldn't tell. This is my first time.
Welcome.
Thanks. I take the paintbrush.
You can use some of my paints or whatever, but a lot of the stuff on the wall is wet paint anyway, so you can just steal.
Okay. Sounds good. I sort of start painting, and for some reason I can't get the memory of the Nexus painting out of my mind. So I sort of start painting like my own little shitty version with like whatever sort of like snagged paint I can find.
You kind of start snagging paint, and as you do, like, you get the feeling that this is forced imperfection. You're taking from these communal paint sources, which means you go for green, and you get a little bit of blue and purple mixed in with the green, and so you can't get the pure color, and it gets a bit smudgy. And kind of as you start to deal with that, the Eladrin comes back to you, Armani, and goes, I have another paintbrush if you don't want to just stand there and watch.
Oh, I'm not a worshiper. It feels, I feel like it wouldn't be my place, but thank you.
Fun. I mean, I'm not going to force you.
Oh, I mean, it'd be something to do, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you could always paint your favorite subject.
Without even looking at them, I just go, yeah, that'd be great.
I don't have to look back at them.
The Eladrin literally, their face just splits into a grin, and they're like, oh? You have a favorite, you have a muse? What are they like?
Well, first of all, I don't really paint or draw at all. That's more their thing.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be under the impression that I have a crush on someone. I don't know where they would possibly get that idea from, though.
Oh, I don't know. I've only been like watching your body language for months, and also there's
yeah,
and maybe there's other things, but I don't have to tell you anything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
okay, yeah, I'll take a paintbrush.
Wait, what's your name?
Armani.
My name's Gemma, first of all. And second of all, Armani. Even if you're still figuring it out, and I don't know, do you have a crush? I mean, or do you not know? Do you know how you feel about them?
That is in character, just like a little.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
It's okay to say you don't.
My voice did crack on that and I think that was because I'm on T, but also I think that was just Armani being like, maybe it's
hey,
it wouldn't be best to pursue that. It was, you know, we're like adventuring and it's not great. But
hold on.
No, you yeah.
Take the paintbrush. Paint's over there. I want you to paint how you feel about them. It doesn't have to take a shape. But look, one of the big things that we care about around here is that art itself is love but physical. And that you need to let it out one way or the other. I mean, would you rather let it out and let yourself live a little for a while, or lose all of those feelings entirely? Romantic or platonic or otherwise. Go to the wall and paint what you feel about them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
See where that takes you.
I just keep working on Nexus in the corner, and I'm trying to not like super visibly like grin.
Oh, Armani's in the corner, like they're on the wall painting, but they're also doing this so that Psyche can't see it. They're like, don't.
Psyche's not even looking. Psyche is like pointedly like focusing on their own work.
They still are just like, they know that if you look at them, like you're gonna bully them, so they're like, don't look at me.
But yeah, I keep painting Nexus. I don't really know how effective it is, but I have a decent time.
You get the feeling that it doesn't really need to be effective. I'm not gonna make you make a check. It just is.
Yeah.
Armani, what do you paint?
That is a good fucking question. I think they kind of at first are just aimlessly like drawing these like dashes of color. like blues and purples, and I think that they kind of like come together and blend into one kind of ball of color, and then they take some white paint and they just write free over top of the ball of color. And then they get embarrassed and they swipe it, and it's like, it's fine, it's a smudge of color. And then they very quickly walk away from that little part and go to see what Psyche is up to, because they are blushing like a madman.
Psyche finishes is finishing up Nexus by the time you get there, which I don't think you've had the chance to really see what Nexus looks like.
I don't think so.
And so you just see Psyche putting together this, what looks to be kind of a, maybe the background was originally like a forest scene or something. It's just a group of figures, 2 tall, probably adults, one of which seems to be holding an infant and the other one is a child, all kind of running alongside each other. You can recognize the color scheme when you see it.
Yeah. I think I get the idea. I don't say anything because I have a feeling this is, you know,
Personal.
something that I shouldn't, yeah.
I can't hear you, Asa, if you said something.
Yeah, your mic didn't pick it.
Did you have fun?
I just smeared paint on a wall. I don't think it was fun, but sure, yeah, it wasn't bad.
Nice. I sort of look over at Gemma and I go, "Hey, was that paint offer still good? Like, I need some white. I can't really get any off the wall."
Oh, here you go. And they kind of lean down and bring kind of like a small, like a Dixie cup, full of white paint over, and kind of hand it over. They kind of start to hand it over, and then they hesitate. They kind of dip their thumb in, and then they hand it over. They just kind of look at their thumb. I'm gonna roll something.
Yeah.
Hey, Armani, can you make a dex check real quick? Okay, that was good.
That was a hello, can I, that's a 15.
15. They beat you by 1.
Yes.
As they just look over you before you can think to do anything. They just reach over and just smear a thing of white paint across your cheek, and then goes, "There you go. You were a little too put together."
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I add my little highlights. So you don't work here?
Oh, no, I just like it here.
Do you, like, live in town, or?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, sometimes. Most of the time.
Sailor?
You could say that.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
Where's your
Get us a ride,
passion
bestie,
on
don't
it?
be shy.
No! Nat 1, I'm
Kindest,
too distracted by how pretty they are.
Sweetest, just most gracious fucking people I've ever met in my life. And the only Elnet worshippers I've ever met are active, like, you know,
Just war criminals.
religious enforcement, despot, like police state
Cops.
enforcers, and also people who have killed my parents.
Yes.
Lasry!
Wait, you know that audio of like rating X
Lasry
by
doesn't
how
wanna
much
be
they
it.
something my
Ernest
mom.
was nice. Yeah.
Rating
how much
worshippers
they
of
killed
Elnet
my
by how
mom.
much they killed my
My
mom.
mom.
King Galadin, Lasry Sandomir, no, 10 out of 10, did not kill my mom. King Galadin came close, but no, he did not kill my mom. Omeros, you motherfucker.
Can I insight check,
Yes,
Gemma?
you
Because
can
I feel
also
like
do that.
I might be.
Also, I look like a deer in the headlights because they are really pretty.
They
that
are
was what
really
my
pretty.
nat one is.
When they are closer to you, the feeling is, like, more overwhelming.
They're in
I
Eladrin, I bet
don't
they
think that
smell
was very
fucking
good.
great.
Oh, fantastic. What did you get, Armani?
Got a 10, which I don't think is very good.
No, you are also caught up in how pretty they are.
Yeah.
And the paint on your face.
And the paint on your face.
And I'm also distracted by the paint on my face, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, hey, I was nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Come
I
by
finished up my
whenever.
highlight.
There's
Yeah.
plenty of real estate to cover.
I'm only in town for the night, but I appreciate it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, going pretty far actually.
Hmm?
Yeah. Port Eau Claire, Tantalian Islands.
Ooh. Well, that'll be
Yeah.
fun. Haven't been
It'll
there in a
be
while.
something. Oh, you've been?
Yeah.
Any tips?
Good luck.
Yeah.
We'll
Evermeet
definitely need it.
is, it's a unique experience, I think. I much prefer it here. Hustle and bustle without all the danger.
True.
Either way,
I
it's a shame
finished.
you're only going to be here for a night. Plenty of fun stuff happens around here. I'm sure you'd enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, maybe the next time I'm in town.
Next time.
And I finish up my little painting and hand the little Dixie cup back. Thanks.
Thank you.
I think just before Armani leaves, they do, they steal a bit of white from either the wall or the cup, and they also swipe a bit on the wall with their thumb before they leave.
Cute. Oh,
nice.
do you know where I could find a proper holy symbol? Recent convert.
For Passion Eye?
Yeah, just like a necklace or something. I don't really carve.
Gemma holds out a necklace.
Oh,
No,
Floyd.
I can't. That's yours. We've just met.
Even better.
Thanks. I take it and I put it on.
Can we marry this person?
Can I marry them?
It's a
Like,
small.
This is the second time that we went to a random part of town and met the absolute sweetest fucking person. It was this person, but remember the person in Iron Spire
Heather.
who ran the marble shop? Heather?
Miss Heather every day.
Yeah, no. It's a light gold chain.
The
It's
desire-
very simple.
The desire to kiss this person is through the roof right now.
Listen,
there's
there's no
always
better
photos
place to
around.
just do that than in a fucking
I
temple
was
of
about.
passion.
It's
Yeah.
a good place
I was
to
gonna
do
say,
it.
just ask them, and if the answer is okay, if
Yeah.
anyone's gonna do it, it's
It's
a worshiper of
probably the random
Passionite in a
worshiper
temple of
Passionite in the
Passionite.
temple of Passionite.
True.
Psyche, if you want to try to fuck
Just
Gemma, I can
fucking
step up.
I don't
ask.
want to try and fuck
Just
Gemma.
fucking ask.
I do.
You
I
know
do just
damn
wanna go-
well that if you asked Journey would be like, "Fucking get it,
Do it,
dude."
do it. Oh yeah.
No, if you told Journey, they'd be like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
That's what they told you about the fucking Chiron, and Chiron was
Yes.
evil.
Kyron was evil, but to be fair, I think Journey would also affect her.
No, absolutely. No, here's the thing. Journey has supported you in this in the past with far worse people. This seems like a genuinely lovely individual who is kind and has given you their holy symbol.
Yeah.
Chiron threatened to kill me.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
No, you kind of put it on, and Gemma reaches out and kind of adjusts the chain around your neck and goes, "Looks good on you."
Is there anything I can like? I am stammering. Do you? Can I give you anything back or?
A little kiss kiss.
I'm sure you could, but you don't have to.
Little kiss kiss.
Once I'm gonna roll for guts.
Roll for a little kiss kiss.
19 on little kiss kiss.
That's a kiss kiss.
I sort of like look up at them and sort of like hold a hand out under their chin, like could I kiss you?
Sure. Seems fair enough trade. And she leans in and kisses you. It doesn't linger long.
Yeah, it's polite.
But yeah, she just gently lifts a hand up to your face, over your cheek, leans in, kisses you for a moment, leans back, kind of just gently swipes her thumb over your cheek and smears a little bit of pink paint.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
If I asked a person in the Temple of Elnet, like, thanks for giving me this
so
thing.
mad
Can
about
I
how
do
cool my
Can I
temple
do
is.
anything for you? They'd be like, you know what? There's this worshiper of another god who needs crucifying. Would you be able to help me out with that? I'm so happy for you. I'm so fucking sad that Nomos is diagnosed with Elnet syndrome.
Armani is watching this whole exchange, just like not even. Like,
Armani's like,
all of
Gemma
Mani's
pulls back.
eyes are just.
Gemma pulls back and is like, "It is a shame you're not going to be in town longer than a night." And she kind of looks over and
I got great news.
Great news, bestie.
kind of looks over at Armani, shrugs.
Hey, Psyche, we're gonna be in town for another 3 days. I gotta go.
I come home and I'm like, they're like, hey, we're gonna be in town for 3 days. I'm like, okay.
Psyche is like, I have an act of worship, and I am ready to commit.
Nomos, there's this temple. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it. You just go there and you make out with people. It's amazing.
Great.
Nomos would have a conniption.
Nomos, listen, Nomos has Catholic disorder.
Yeah.
He really does. My entire body is
Where do you think he
shaking
gets
right
it
now.
from?
Yeah. But I eventually do leave.
And Gemma just kind of waves like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened there.
As you're on the way out and turns back to their mural on the wall.
As soon as we were out of earshot, I go, "What the fuck?"
I don't. They were
Passion eye, baby.
Is that
They
just
were-
what passion eye's like? Is that just what that's like?
I don't know. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, this god really does suit you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I didn't. That sounded like I was slut shaming you. I wasn't. I'm proud of you.
no, I know. I get it. I get it.
In character.
Yeah.
Did you want to go somewhere? See, I love your idea, Floyd, and I'm backing you up 100% on this.
Yeah.
Every day, I, Ewan, compile a god worshipping tier list in Aldrithe, and every day, Elnet falls lower and fucking lower. The worshippers, fucking awful, imperialist, authoritarian despots who murdered my parents. The worship itself, one-sided. She doesn't even fucking talk to you, and when she does, she'll be like, "Sorry, king," or "Good luck." The architecture, bland, derivative,
They call it
white.
worshipping Elnet because every
Everything
single thing
in
in
it is
It's fucking mid.
Everything in it is fucking mid.
Every day I look at the fucking Aldrithe worshipping tier list, and Elnet is like third from the fucking bottom, next to like the Carrion and Aphron.
And the
Aesina.
Lady of
Aphron.
Thorns.
The Lady of Thorns.
You know what? At least they got camaraderie.
You're gonna say that after what Kaysina did to Twister?
Yeah, here's the thing.
Say that to
Twister
their
had second
face.
thoughts. Twister had second thoughts. Nomos didn't. Nomos would have been devoted. But oh god,
yes.
yeah, tier list. There's a separate tier just for Melius.
So, Armani?
Right. I mean, I'm curious. I kind of want to see what the Kalen's temple is like compared. I know it's not the same.
It'll be different. That much I can definitely promise.
I'm aware.
I mean, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So presumably we go.
The Kaylin
Yes.
is next door to Passion Eyes.
Cool.
Nice.
Just a little next door hop. We
It's
love
really
it.
easy. There's a sliver of overlap between Vakalin and Passion Eye, and that's kind of why. But you can make your way towards Vakalin's temple. It's one of the ones near the end of the row. And you walk in, and this one definitely looks a little bit different. First of all, it's a little bit more polished than the place with a bunch of just, just fucking paint on the walls. You don't get the impression that you just walk in and kiss people here. First of all, there's more people in here than just.
Is there anything telling you that you can't?
No,
is there any
there's nothing
signs
that
telling
tells
you
you that
that
you
you
can't?
can walk
that's like,
in
don't
and
fucking
make
kiss
out?
anyone in here.
Yeah.
No kiss.
However, the architecture is intriguing, because it's incredibly intricate stonework. It's the walls, half of them have these facades of carefully and intricately carved stone in these swirling abstract designs that just create the sense of movement throughout the entire temple. It has no pillows, blankets, whatever. It's just a room. But the floor itself, you notice that it's stone around the outside, and then right next to the altar, there appears to be the equivalent of, like, just, like, this section of it that's carved out and covered in sand next to the altar. There's no statue in here. The altar at the top has several, like, different types of, like, weapons, swords, shields, battle axes that are all kind of on display near the front. There's someone who's sitting next to the altar, literally just working on, like, hand wrappings, just as they sit there with this kind of methodical rhythm as they wrap their hand and their wrist and back up around with their eyes closed, just not focusing on the environment around them, just focusing on the movement, the quiet meditation. There's a couple other people that seem to be wandering, mostly quiet, admiring, again, this strange and careful stonework around the outside.
It's odd seeing how other people... This is not loud to Psyche, by the way. It's odd seeing how other people fight under Vikaelin's name or worship him. I learned to fight through force and through anger, and it seems like meditation for them, and it seems calming, and I don't understand it.
I mean, if it doesn't, like, call to you, then,
No, it
doesn't. It doesn't have to mean anything, but, like, it can. Got to know when you met me, I don't think you would have pegged me for a worshiper of passion.
No, I don't think I would have, no. It's just... It's less that I feel cool and more it's weird looking at what my life could have been.
Yeah.
I could have been raised under these teachings. I could have been raised to fight in this different way. I could have been happier, maybe.
Yeah. Do you want to try and pray?
I did that the other day. It didn't go well.
Didn't you cuss him out?
It did.
Yeah.
That happened the first time, yes.
Yeah.
I cussed him out, and then I apologized, and then he was really rude to me, so I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, because you did
Has
cuss him out.
Nomos tried cussing
Not
out
everyone is
Elnet to get a
passionate.
response.
Not everyone is passionate.
Maybe
So-
Elnet doesn't talk to me because I don't cuss her out. Maybe I gotta call
You
Elnet an
could.
ass.
You call Elnet and you're like, ass.
Oh,
you don't
thank
even
you.
actually cuss her out.
I've
You
been
just make
trapped
like
for
a
so
really
long.
mild swear. But
Frick.
yeah, I mean, you can try. I'll be here.
Is it selfish to wish that he would reach out to me. It's like
Probably. But like, does that matter? You can. I want a lot of shit all the time.
I have a question. Are there like offerings anywhere?
Yeah, there's a couple up on the altar. It's not as many offerings as you've seen on like other altars and stuff like that. You're not sure if that's a popularity thing or if it's not that, if it's like that for a reason.
Yeah.
But there are a couple offerings. One of the things up on the fucking altar appears to be just literally just this beautifully crafted sword.
What other things are up there? Just out of curiosity.
Literally just a chunk of metal. There's a few coins. There is a paintbrush.
Armani kind of goes up to the offerings and they stare at them for a while. And they're kind of debating something in their mind as they look at these offerings. And Armani is going to take that chunk of metal and put it in their bag and walk out of the temple.
Do you try to hide that at all?
Huh?
Do you try to
Yes,
hide that
actually,
at
I
all?
would like to
There
roll
are
this
other
original
people in this
self.
temple. Okay.
I'm gonna rob
You
this
walk
church.
past the motherfucker that's sitting there like meditating. There are other people in this room.
Yeah, I'll roll that.
Wait, why are we robbing?
Don't worry about it, Nomos.
Right.
Currently Armani
This is Ewan.
Yeah, no, Armani is robbing the altar to Vecchio.
I zoned out.
Armani
out of
is stealing
spite.
an
Why?
offering
Out of spite.
off the thing. Probably spite.
Probably spite. 10.
10?
Didn't you come here to have like a more in-depth look on the concept of faith and see if it's something that you want to indulge in, and then you
Okay.
came
Yeah,
here
I
to
wanna
rob the
steal.
church?
Leave me alone.
So you take it and you put it in your bag,
Yeah.
and you are so very confident in yourself. And you take 2 steps, and the person that was meditating literally reaches up and just grabs you by the wrist. Just looks at you.
I look back at them.
And he looks at me.
Psyche bites back. Are you guys gonna make out?
So
Wrong temple.
I don't think that belongs to you.
Or does it?
Or does it? No, Armani's gonna take it out of the bag then. Because they don't really want you to fight in the middle of the temple. That seems like...
That is
I can
exactly
imagine
what
what
you
you
would
got
do
a
in a
lot of
temple of
fighting.
Vacalin. There's a sand pit. This is for fighting. We found Fight Club.
We found Fight Club in
That's
Aldrithe.
true.
This is the fight room other than the one in the tavern.
You know what? Armani takes the stone out and goes, is it yours?
It's not yours.
Fight me
Then I'm
for
gonna
it.
take
What did you say?
I said, well, then I'm gonna take it.
And what gives you the right to do that?
Spite.
Yeah?
You can fight me for it if you want.
Oh, is that an invitation?
Depends. Do you accept?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
And I'd like you to very quickly, I'm going to go through this as
Yes.
quickly as I can, make an initiative roll.
I would love to do that for you. Oh boy. That's fine.
Monty's
That's
gonna
fine.
punch a man at a church.
That's a 6.
To be fair, it is the punching church.
That's
The
This is
punching
true. This
church.
is the punching church. That's like saying Psyche kissed somebody in the kissing church.
Psyche kissed someone in the kissing church.
And
Huh.
I'm gonna
Cool.
punch someone in the punching church.
It's
fantastic.
an act of
And
worship.
what is the Elnet church called?
The boring church.
The-
So,
the
what was your
narc
roll?
Church.
I picked the worst one, huh?
So, what was your
Yeah.
roll?
6.
A 6. Okay. Yeah, no, so he's going to go first.
Great.
Yeah, also, the person you're looking at is, this relatively built half-elf. Not like a bodybuilder, but you can tell
He works
they
out.
have kind of lithe muscle.
Mhm.
And they just kind of look over at you and go, okay. They're going to make their first 2 attacks against you.
Great.
Break your
The
nose.
first one's a 2.
Instantaneous.
So the first one you manage to dodge. The second one is a 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You take, Jesus.
What?
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
I think it's like 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
8.
I was like, bestie.
Take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
All of your ribs shatter.
He's gonna use Flurry of
You are
Blows.
hemorrhaging.
Oh, he's a monk. Nice.
Yeah, he's
19 to hit.
hand-rubbing.
Yep.
Cool. Then you're gonna take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a con save.
Okay, and on top
Oh,
of
I know what this is.
On top of
Yes,
the 8 points I
on top.
took?
Yes.
Yes. Wait, it was
Okay.
8 and then 6.
Gotcha. Sorry, hold on.
And I need you
I
to
know
make
what
a
this
con
is.
save.
I have 69 hit points right now. We gotta end this fight. We can't go any further.
Well, if you fail your con
Right,
save, you can
depending
end
on
this
how
fight.
you roll in this con save, because I know what this is.
Ooh, okay, the online dice roll does not like me today. That was a 14?
14 fails.
Fuck. What happens to me?
Oh.
That next punch hits you, and in a minute, they wrap their arm around you and just, like, dig their thumb into a point in your shoulder, and you just feel your whole body tense. You are stunned.
Strike.
And he is going to use his last attack to literally just shove you to the ground and pin you down with an arm on your back, face into the sand. And he's just gonna sit there.
Mm-hmm.
And before the end of his turn, he's going to go. I would ask you if you yield, but I don't think you can speak up yet. And that's his turn, and then it's your turn, and you're stunned, so you can't do shit, so it's his turn again.
Oh my god.
I
and-
love monks.
Stuns, I missed Spark so much!
I was gonna say, this is
Um,
just you getting to play Spark again,
is just
darling.
me starting
watching
to-
Armani get fucking destroyed.
Because, yeah, your
like you
last
just
thing, you
eat
automatically
corn.
fail your strength check.
Yeah.
Then, he is literally just going to sit there, and he's going to spend his time keep pinning you to the ground, then reaching down and taking the small piece of metal out of your hand. And he's just gonna spend his 6 minutes taking the piece of 6 seconds taking the piece of metal, just literally just like tucking it into a small bag at his waist, and then sitting there and going, "Is that all you got?"
I'm picturing this man, like, pinned you to the ground, and then it's just...
He literally just has you pinned, reaches down, takes it, tucks it away, and then still having you pinned, just goes, "You should be able to talk about now. Is that really all you got?"
Okay. Alright.
In a matter of 12 seconds, this dude just punched the shit out of you and slammed you into the ground.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
You can hear Nomos
Do
eating
you
his
yield,
walnuts.
girl queen?
I don't know if I'm gonna yield. Can I look at Psyche and see what they're doing?
Your face is in the sand, but you can shift to kind of look at what is
Yeah,
Psyche doing.
Like he's whipped out their journal and is drawing this fight.
Fantastic. Well, since you're drawing it, I can't give up because then that's like a permanent record of me being a fucking pussy. So, I am going to,
It's the equivalent of like schoolyard fight and some 13-year-old in the back is like
shaking.
Yeah.
camera shaking.
With a low growl in their chest, Armani goes into a rage because I
Okay.
say they
Nice.
can, and I think that's sexy of them.
What do you do?
Well, I was gonna hit them with an unarmed strike, and then I just rolled a 1.
Yeah. You're still pinned. Of course you roll a 1, because you basically try to flail backwards, and they just...
To unpin yourself, to ungrapple, that is a strength check, which you do have advantage on because you are raging.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that then.
I'll let you.
That will be the end of your turn, though.
Yeah, it'll be the
Alright.
last thing you can do.
Well, that's a fucking 5. So
It's competitive,
You're
so
having a
it
bad
depends on whether
time.
they get a 13. So they're
Yeah.
pinned. So they keep you pinned. You end your turn there?
Yeah.
Do you say anything?
I say fine.
Fuck you!
Say
Sorry.
fine. Take it.
He kind of looks down and you just... Oh, I see what this is. Get up. And he literally just unpins you and stands up and backs up. Get up.
I do. What is this?
I want to watch this. He's gonna take his turn. So first 2 attacks.
God, I
What?
love watching monks. There's something about monks. Man.
Okay, 6
This
misses.
monk is gonna kill me.
No, this monk's gonna beat
17
your
to
ass
hit?
and then beat your ass so hard you pray.
17 to hit.
What? Yes, yeah.
Okay, 17 hits. He hits, and you feel him pull his punch. And it does 1 point of bludgeoning damage. He is not going to take his flurry of blows, and he steps back. It's your turn.
Fantastic. Alright, I am gonna try to fucking roll again to hit this motherfucker.
Haymaker his ass.
Okay, I am gonna take my actual dice out because this dice roller fucking hates me.
This is like an MMA fighter fighting a WWE fighter.
Yeah.
I'm taking out the dice that Vari bought me. If these don't work, I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna gut you. Why can't I have anything in this house?
Remember, you have 2 attacks. Remember.
I do. Let me hold on. I'm sure.
And I think you can reckless. Can you reckless?
You could reckless if you wanted to. That may not be a good
This
idea
dude's-
against this fight.
This dude's already kicking your ass. You know
This
what?
dude
Like,
You really want to give him advantage? Sure.
I'm
he's
fucking
gonna
good,
hit
I
you no
think.
matter what.
Hold on, I have to do math and it's hard.
Oh, I need to check. Oh, you do have disadvantage on your attack roll. He took the dodge mode
Okay.
action.
Okay, hold on. No, roll again.
Are they still raging?
Okay, that's
Is
fine.
that-
That's
They can choose to do
What's
reckless,
wrong
which
with
would
me? I
cancel it
can't-
out, but
I-
they did not.
Okay.
okay. That is a 16 to hit.
16 to hit, miss. You just try to
Alright, then,
haymaker his
I will
ass,
fucking.
and he just ducks.
Do I have a disadvantage on this one too, or no?
Let me check. I think
dodge
it applies
action
to
is the
all.
entirety of their turn until the end of until the start of
Hold
their
on.
next turn.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I'm rolling like shit today. Okay, I rolled 2 5s in a row, so I guess that's what we're fucking
Oh.
sticking with. That is a 13 to hit, which does not
Miss. Yeah, you try to hit again, and he just steps to the side again, and he goes, sloppy. Is that the end of your turn?
hit. Yes.
Cool. His turn is gonna take 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Hits. He punches, pulls his punch. You take 1 point, which halved is 0. You take no damage.
Okay.
This dude is slapping you.
Yeah.
It's like the
Oh, he's-
like you
he's
know
not just
the
slapping him,
master playing with the
Basically
apprentice,
slapping
just like
Yeah. That's, what this is. That's exactly what this is.
this dude's
16
fucking
to hit
with you,
again.
and I'm adoring it.
Yeah.
No damage. Settles back down into
Man
patient
just
defense.
flicked you on the nose.
Your turn.
I don't know why I don't know why I closed this again when I put the dice back into as if I wasn't in the middle of like a fucking thing. God. Oh boy. That's a nat 1. I'm gonna kill Vari for giving me
That's
these
your first
dice.
attack. That's your first attack. You still got another. You might be able to clock this dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I will, Nomos, but thank you so much for believing in me. Okay. That is a 23.
You rolled with a disadvantage, right? Sorry, patient defense again.
It's actually a 13.
That is a miss. As again, he just steps out of the way.
You are simply just at this man. You're foaming at the mouth.
He takes his, and that's the whole thing. The anger, the visibly, you're already raging, but the more visibly angry you get, his grin just spreads.
This is the, like, now we do some witty back and forth banter. You go first.
I'm just slowly going
I don't know where to go with that.
This is just slowly going down. 15 to hit?
Yeah.
15 still hits? Oh, honey.
You're not wearing your shield is the thing.
Yeah. And this time he literally just reaches out and, like, feints a bit and then flicks you on the forehead. And then for the second attack, he is going to attempt to grapple you. That is a natural 20, however, you still get to make a strength check against him.
Okay.
You have this with advantage.
With advantage?
Yes, because you are raging.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that is a... 18.
If it wasn't a nat 20, then it...
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He just reaches out
Arm
again
bar.
and literally just, like, hooks his arm around the front of your chest and just pulls you against him, like, pinned, and just kind of literally, like, against your ear is just like, you're sloppy. Is this really all you have? Not polished, just throwing punches, like, throwing punches into the wind like they'll magically make contact with anything. Is this how you fight? Have you ever had a successful fight with this? It's your turn.
I'm gonna try to get out of the grapple. Which is just a strength check.
Yes, that's a strength check, which you make with advantage. It's contested, so he's gonna roll. Ooh, that wasn't great.
Fuck, I rolled that one off the ting. That is a 19.
He got an 11, so you can shove your way out, kind of staggering. He literally just places a foot back and settles back into his stance.
He called you sloppy. Kick him in the balls.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna roll to kick him in the balls.
Sure, second attack.
Wait, hold on. So, do I still have disadvantage or no? Sorry.
You do
not
not.
have
He did not.
disadvantage.
He did not use.
He couldn't patient defense because he had you grappled.
Okay. This is a dirty 20.
That will hit.
I kick
Balls!
him in the fucking balls.
You just kick him
You're
in the balls,
sloppy.
and he just kind of hits the ground.
And because I'm a tavern brawler, when I hit a creature with an unarmed strike successfully, I can use a bonus action to attempt to grapple the target, so I do that.
So you attempt, make a strength check. You can do that with advantage. Ooh, that was pretty good.
Yep. That is a 17.
21 total. You go to grab him, and he literally just ducks out of the way. It's like, I'll give you that one. That one kind of sucked. However, your
Back of
form's
your
still
head.
shit. Form's still shit. You go out, Jesus, your form's still shit, and he's gonna wait to say the next quip. That is your turn. So, next is his.
Yeah. No, I get 2 attacks, don't I?
You got, you grappled, or no, you
missed your first. You hit
You
your
missed your
second.
first, you hit your second, and then you got your tavern brawler bonus.
Did I attack twice?
I think you did.
You rolled 3
think I did.
times.
There was an attempt, I swear.
Did I?
You did roll 3 times. You didn't
It's-
declare
it's
your
fine.
roll on your
It's-
first one.
I will
I
take
just
the
assumed
L,
that
it's
you knew
fine.
it.
Fair enough. 15 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. He just fucking, this one will do damage. He fucking does only 4 points, so half to 2 of damage as he just squares you with an uppercut, as he comes back up. And he's like, seriously, your form's shit. You just leave yourself wide fucking open after you try and go for a little revenge hit. Do you think you're gonna go anywhere with that? Who taught you to punch? And he's gonna roll again. He's gonna roll again.
I was waiting for the you block with your face.
Yeah, which is what Armani does.
Yeah. That's a 17 to hit.
Just say your mom and then
I'm rolling so well. I'm so happy.
Your mom sucked me good and hard through my jorts.
I'm rolling so well. 17.
Yeah.
This time pulls a punch again. Again, moves forward, flicks you on the forehead. Just seriously, leaving yourself wide open. Who fucking taught you how to punch?
Armani steps out of the sandpit.
He pulls out the thing of metal, just kind of tosses it. I'll let you keep it if you can take it from me. Here's
So
the
you
thing.
cut out, and I didn't hear what you said there.
He literally just takes the hunk of metal out of his bag again and just kind of tosses it. And he goes, look, I'll let you keep it if you can take it from me. Here's the thing, though. Your form's sloppy. You throw too wide with your right arm, and you throw too tight with your left arm. Both times, it's just... Every time you try, all it does is just leave a new part of your body open. It gives a new thing to go for every single time. You don't move with any finesse. I understand that some people fight like that, and then some people lose like that. Just kind of catches it. Why are you here?
Armani sits. I thought I could prove something.
Prove what?
Yes, I couldn't. That I didn't need this. Him.
For Kaylin?
Yeah.
Not for everybody. Certainly doesn't seem to align with your fighting style. You're telling me that you have a past with him?
Relation, actually.
Family drama. Yeah. That's the worst.
Yep. I was told my entire childhood and upbringing that Vikalen sent my family to slaughter, and so everything I learned was in opposition to him. And now I'm finding out that it's not true, and I don't know what to think.
He steps out of the sandpit and walks towards you. And he sits down beside you. You fight without grace. Not just in your movement, but you fight without grace or respect for yourself. All of your blocks put you in harm's way. By fighting recklessly, all you do is put yourself farther in the shitter. It seems like there's a lot you have to unpack. But I think facing it head on, but not charging in out of complete anger, might be a better way to go. Because if you charge into this situation with anger in the same way you charged in that fight with anger, something is gonna get you with your sloppy right hook.
What was your name?
Does it matter?
No, but I'd like to know it.
Aylmar. My name is Aylmar. He reaches and he holds out the piece of metal. If you still want to take this and go at it with anger, then I won't stop you. You will learn grace one way or the other. But I think I think approaching it with a little more gentleness and a little less fervor might help you protect yourself a bit too. Choice is yours.
Keep it. Or, I guess, toss it back on the altar.
He stands back up. He offers a hand to help you up.
You take it.
He helps you back up, kind of gives you a gentle pat on the shoulder as he pulls you up to your feet. I'm giving you a lot of shit. But you've got strength, you've got determination, you've got the foundations to be more polished, to fight safer and smarter. You will not win a war by charging in blindly. You win a war by being strategic. How long are you in town for?
Just for the night.
Well, if you're ever back in town, I run this place. Come by when you like.
Armani has a moment where they're like, I really walked into this church and then beat up the priest.
Yeah, you did.
Or charged.
To be fair, I think the
Got beat up
priest
by
is
the priest.
kind of used to it.
That's his
I think
job.
that's kind of what it's for.
Yeah.
Step into my temple and let me beat the shit out of you.
This is the temple
Step
of
into my
Iron,
temple.
motherfucker.
Come in, kind of-
Nomos needs to go to both of these temples so fucking bad, and every moment he's in there, he's like, God, I have a shit tier.
He goes into a temple and he thinks about God. Oh my god.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Man, my worship is shit. I just kneel in a pew and then hope I get a 2-word response.
Yeah, he kind of looks over at you and goes, I run this place. If you ever find yourself back in town, come by. I'm a little busy right now, but come by. And I'll teach you how to clean some of that up.
I appreciate that.
And he kind of turns around and he puts the medal back on the altar.
I think with that, I kind of give a nod to Psyche and I think we leave.
The two of you...
Like he stopped drawing like halfway through that fight, like out of respect.
The two of
It's
you...
a great shot of Monty's face in the fucking sand.
What?
Did you at least draw me kicking them in the balls?
Yeah, you can. I do have the book still open, just like the pen is discarded, and you can see it's mostly just gesture drawings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there is one of you kicking him in the balls.
Fantastic. That's all I want.
Good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the two of you pack up your shit, and leave the temple.
And we go back and we're immediately informed we have 3 days here.
Well, you
Oh,
will
shit,
both
I
be
gotta go.
informed next session.
Next session.
Yeah! Happy Aldrithe.
Those are
Happy
so fun.
Aldrithe! Ooh, I didn't expect you to get in a full fight there. I'm glad you did, though. That was great. Alright, so I am
Come to the
tired. Several of
French
us are
church.
tired. It is time for us to wind down for the evening. Thank you all for coming. As usual, it is fantastic to have y'all here, and we do have more people here than we normally do at the end of the session, so I am really excited to have y'all here. Thank you so
It's
much
so
for
great
sticking
to have
around.
you.
Yeah.
You've never met us before. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, I saw we had some new subs, or new followers. Thank you. Welcome. It's so wonderful to have you. I hope you come back to see us next week. We are going to be back here, same time, same place, 7:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time, right here on this Twitch channel every Sunday. We would love to have you back. Happy holidays, and happy Frostmourne, which, again, if you're new, That's what we call the winter holidays in Aldrithe. A couple things to go over while we find our friends to raid and things like that, as usual.
I've already got someone.
Fantastic. As usual, you can find us on Twitter and TikTok as Aldrithe D&D, just like we are on here. If you'd ever like to come ask questions, say hello. I get bored on the Twitter. You should come say hi, and I will respond. Or you can come find some of our content on TikTok. Apparently, people seem to like the stuff that we posted recently, so maybe you should go check it out.
Sometimes we make a banger.
Sometimes we make a
We
banger.
do.
I don't know. We've been having all bangers recently.
Yeah.
The
We
last
really
3
have.
videos.
Oh yeah.
Not to toot my own horn.
If you are new and you'd like to catch up a little bit, we do have a wiki. If you're curious about Vakalen or Passionai, here is, I'll drop the hydrate.
Or the mid-tier god that we're comparing them to.
Yes.
Or fucking old patron who was so much worse.
You can
in every way.
explore our fresh new pantheon at this page on the wiki. And you can jump around the wiki in general if you want to get caught up on what's going on. We also have VODs on YouTube at Aldrithe D&D.
And the ones that aren't uploaded, the majority of them are here on Twitch as highlights. I'm so sorry I can't get them on YouTube right now, but I'm working on it.
Internet issues are internet issues. Once we're back in school, we will be able to upload stuff again. But yeah, this is your second binder check of the week. If you are one of our friends that wears a binder, you did not escape me the first time. Please make sure that you can breathe, you can stretch, and go get some water. But before I fully close it out for the day, we need to spread some of that Aldrithe love. Who would we like to raid today?
We have a new friend, Noctis Cow.
Okay.
Looks like they are working on like they have minis on their screen, and I just think that's cool.
Okay. That'll be fun.
They're on Zoom, or Discord, but they have mini cam and have a little map.
Interesting. That'll be cool to go check out. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So, then, just to go ahead and go.
Looks like it's mature, so go with
All right.
caution, my friends.
If no one has told you today, please remember that I love you very, very much, and I'm so glad you're here. It is an honor to have you here on this stream, in this world. I would love to see you again next week, but if you can't make it or don't want to come back, that's fine. I love you anyway. I am so lucky to know you, just even if you're sitting here in chat, and I hope you feel as loved and appreciated as you are. Let's go spread that Aldrithe love and go raid Noctis Cal. Let's go make a new friend. I hope to see you next week. Take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.